Yo, what is up, everyone? Welcome to the Arcade Showdown show match between Nevdi and ARealCutie. Today's rules will be 45 minutes, most points by 45 minutes, 1 point per room past room 10, and 2 points per room past 50 to incentivize staying into a run. And here we go, guys. Fun tune countdown. I got my timer ready as well. Good luck, friends. Here we go. Countdown 10. Off we go. And we're off. All right, here we go. We have Nevdi. We have Cutie on this Arcade Showdown. 45 minutes to get as many points as possible. Let's see, are they gonna go for that CWJ off the bat? Yep. Okay, Nevdi immediately getting CWJ. Cutie not getting the CWJ, but honestly, you don't have to get it because watch, Cutie's gonna go for it right now because he's got bombs. Or he's just not gonna go for a period. Yeah, okay, I think maybe I just reminded him, but Cutie has time during the death animation of BT to just go for the CWJ. Doesn't have to do it right now. So we'll see if he does that during the death animation. Here we go. Both of the players starting on that pixel spot to make the BT jump backwards right off the bat. And we have Cutie probably gonna get through this fight first just because the stream's a little bit ahead. And let's see if he can get that CWJ. Yeah, got that CWJ right there. So 5,000 points and he is out of here. Nevdi 1 point ahead. And we have Cutie grabbing that secret, heading over to the left door. Nevdi running over to the left door, grabs the secret above the mushroom. Don't have to land on it as long as you get that tile above. Cutie getting a nice room, Billy Mays, so 2 missiles right off the bat. And Nevdi finding that early morph. So once again, that early morph means you can get, with the bombs, puts you 1 step closer to that charge beam. Now here's the difference between some of the casual players we've had. Both of these players are very strong speedrunners. So the problem with Arcade for a casual player is that the bosses are very often going to end up being like a death sentence, except maybe Kraid. And the thing is, when you play with players this good, they can actually get through that Fantoon fight, although it's still not preferable to get that. So here we go, speed booster for Cutie, and we have Nevdi with an early power bomb. So Nevdi's gonna get the clipping bonus here. And that's gonna give him a nice 3,000 points. And Cutie's gonna go ahead and grab that morph as well. Ooh, Nevdi, don't wanna touch that ghost. I think that ghost hits for like 40, won't kill him right now. There's no damage multiplier until they get to that room 11. So Cutie pulling ahead right now. And we have Nevdi finding that early charge. Okay, so not the best thing to get early charge. Oh, Cutie with the early charge as well. Now, one of the problems with early charge is, once again, it releases those bosses, right? So the problem is, like, you kind of want to have a certain, at least a decent amount of missiles, so that if you do get Fantoon going into a right door, you can kind of fight Fantoon without being absolutely miserable. It's doable, but it's extremely hard, and they don't really have that much health right now either, so it's kind of a problem. So Cutie has that ice beam, no beams for either player, but Nevdi finds a super pack, which is really good, grabs that secret, so ice beam for both. I really don't, when you think arcade, you think beams, you're pretty much thinking like, ooh, nice dodge from Nevdi. Let's see if you can get this damage list over here. But when I think beams in arcade, it's pretty much wave and spazer. Yes, plasma's good, but it's a temporary buff. So you kind of really want wave and spazer. Nice YOLO for Cutie. Let's see if this pays off for him. Right into Batoon. Oh my goodness, that's Batoon. So Cutie's ahead by 3 rooms, and he's just gonna take the death. So that's 6 points for Cutie. Now, you might be wondering, why did Cutie do that? Is he stupid? No, he's not stupid. The problem is, with no beams for Cutie, the Batoon fight takes ages. It actually takes forever. Now, I think maybe it's kind of close to break even because you have to think, is it the difference? What's the difference between finding that early Batoon for 6 and just banking the 6 points versus having to do 10 rooms all over again? And I think it actually gets kind of close, but with no beam at all except for that ice beam, that Batoon fight actually takes forever. So kind of some bad luck for Cutie, and takes a tactical death. It was not intentional. He's not stupid. It's on purpose. But here we go. Nevdi going to be ahead with 16 points, 6 points right now, so right where Cutie left off, but is going to start banking some more points at this point on. So here we go. Cutie just getting through these rooms fastball, and Nevdi in trouble. Okay, he gets through. I don't think he would have died in that situation, but that little hopper actually does a lot of damage. So, ooh, nice little mock ball by Nevdi to kind of get through all the dangerous parts on that map. Gotta lay some power bombs up here. Now, if you have no power bombs left, there's a respawning Viola on that bottom right. To give you the resources to get back. So Nevdi's gonna lay this power bomb. It's actually not to kind of safely get down there, but rather to collect the points to give him more time on his timer. So Nevdi tries to down back and grab that secret, unfortunately doesn't grab it, so has to jump back up for the 750. And Cutie once again finding speed booster, so pretty strong spot. Oh, really bad room for Nevdi. So does he have speed booster? Because he has speed booster, he could consider sparking here. No, I don't think he does. So he's gonna grab that 2000 secret, meaning he can't get the 750 secret on the Chozo on the very right. However, the problem with this room, first of all, it's really slow, but at the very end, it also sucks because there's 2 blocks here. So you're gonna see Nevdi lay this bomb, break that block, and he has to wait for this cycle. And then he has to break another block over there. That's why you can't just stay on that one cycle. You will die. And if Nevdi actually jumped out of that, took way too long to jump out of that, he would have died. So it's tricky, but he gets through it. So, all right. We have Cutie heading over to the right and Nevdi finding that high jump. Now, Ibn Chat says the points seem maybe not worth getting in that format. Now, in a race to X amount of rooms, that might be the case because these players can pretty much get to room 75 without having to pick up any like slow secrets at all. However, because you get that 2x multiplier past room 50, ideally what you can do is maintain your timer, because if you pick no secrets up, it's surprising. We've seen it in the past with players like Nitro and Spellin. They start running out of time at like room 60. So depending on how that is, it's kind of bad. Now there's a respawning B-Tom in this room that Nevdi got. So the thing is, you have to lay the power bombs to be able to get up this room. That's why the B-Tom respawns, otherwise you'll end up soft locking. So it's sort of a soft lock prevention mechanism. So there we go, Nevdi going up, has to do this room. It's really slow. You really want speed booster for this room so you could spark up there instead. But he does get a free E-Tank from doing that room, but it is kind of slow and it's not really the room he wanted to see. So Cutie already at room 14, now 15, picking up that morph bomb and has speed booster, and Nevdi finds that speed booster as well. So room 27, and we have both players kind of on even footing. We still are not seeing any good beams for Arcade. These players may want to try taking some right doors if they can, if they have the situation. Now Nevdi, this room is actually okay, you know, because as you're moving forward, you're getting a lot of kills. However, his loadout really sucks. This is the kind of room where if you had at least one beam, if you had, and not ice beam, I'm talking if you had at least wave or spazer, this room goes so much quicker, definitely much faster with both. Now Nevdi's in a kind of a difficult situation because you might ask, like, why doesn't he just keep moving forward? Is it really worth spending all that time killing these units? You do get a cleanser in this room. It's worth 5,000 points. So once you kind of kill some of the units, you might as well go through, and there's not really a great way to get through all these, especially because they're very likely to do lots of damage to Nevdi if he gets hit. Now, I think even though he's at room 29, he's only at that room 20 multiplier. With 234 health, I think he might be able to survive a hit. So you could have maybe considered just zooming through, but decides to get the cleanser. I feel like that's the default play unless you really kind of figure out the math beforehand. So here we go. Nevdi getting that save room and Cutie taking that left door. Now, if Cutie was out of the right side door or that bottom side door, which he was, I think taking that left door is ideal. If you're on the left door that Cutie actually entered to go into that attic, into that wreck ship main shaft, then I think you go up for the clipping bonus. Now, Nevdi is in one of the tricky rooms here, the pants room, or not the pants room, the Swiss cheese room. Now, he laid that power bomb there twofold. So first of all, for the main reason is, all the ouches that you kill at the bottom, oh, Nevdi, watch out. They're actually worth 1,000 points. So that little spiky guy is worth 1,000 points, but also at the beginning of the room, there's 3 flies that fly out and try to kill you instantly. And they might have, Nevdi may have survived it, but he wanted to be careful here. So you might be wondering, why is Nevdi wasting his time killing these crabs? The fastest way to get through this room and get the cleanser bonus is to actually use power bombs. So the problem here is Nevdi has had 0 out of 2 power bombs, so this was a little bit slow. It's debatable if this was worth it, but you're gonna see Nevdi lay a power bomb on this little crevice right here. That'll take care of the 2 crabs on the top left. And then he has to take care of this singular crab, and then this one more crab on the right that's flying down as fast as possible. He's gonna just lay the power bomb to take care of it. Unfortunately, I think it's running away. Oh, ran away too quickly. So he also has to take care of that crab on the right side, but this power bomb should take care of both. He doesn't want to have 0 power bomb, so he's gonna go ahead and grab that power bomb, runs back up. Kind of a slow room, maybe not worth it had he just ran straight through, but either way, getting the cleanser bonus, that's kind of gonna work out okay for him. So Cutie getting through this slow room, that main street, but gets through, goes out that right door, and Nevdi is gonna have to kind of zoom through this plasma spark room. Now, I'm interested in knowing why Nevdi laid that power bomb there. He might have been a little bit scared of that pancake. What I would have done is maybe jump off the right side and then just missile the pancake, and then go out that right door that he did. But either way, takes care of it. But he now has 0 power bombs. Is gonna go ahead and drop that super on that Namihe or the Fune to kill it for 1,000 points, but also get the secret behind that's worth 3,000 as well. So you can see, even though Nevdi's timer looks like he's kind of trailing down a little bit, and Cutie's is trailing down a bit, every 10,000 points that these players get, you're gonna see Nevdi about to pick up 10,000 points getting into this room, gives you 40 seconds. So even though your timer might look like it's kind of in shambles early game, if you get the correct amount of points, you do get a ton of time, 40 seconds. And reminder, after room 50, the timer will drop, or the amount of bonus time you get per 10k points drops to 30 seconds, and then after 100 it drops to 20 seconds. And that's for the arcade difficulty, the hardest difficulty that both these players are playing on. Cutie doesn't want to die to that crab. Biggest cause of death, as we know from these showdowns, typically are the crabs. They just kind of gank you out of nowhere, and that's never the best situation it's never a situation you want to be in where a crab is gunning it towards you. You have no solution for them. So Nevdi quickly killing some of those orbs to get 500 points. Grabs that secret, and Cutie is making his way through that room. Wants to maybe grab some extra resources right there. Doesn't want to have no missiles out of these rooms. Now this is an optional room for Cutie. Grabs the E-Tank. He did not have to do it. He could have left right off the bat, but having one E-Tank early in the game is useful because you do kind of run out of health very quickly if you have exactly 9 health and nothing extra here. So Cutie, gotta watch out. Now he could do a wall jump, bomb jump off the left wall, but that is pretty tricky. So instead he's going to do a double IBJ and bomb jump up here. If you have high jump boots, misses that last bomb jump, so he's gonna have to restart it. If you have high jump boots, you could actually just jump up there and do a wall jump. So Cutie has to get this. You can do singular bomb jumps, but the double IBJ is going to be the fastest way up there. And Nevdi gets Fantune at room 47, and he is going to go for it. So has his resources are not that great, 6 missiles, 1 super, but he's at room 47. Let's see if Cutie can get this impressive. This is worth 10,000 points. This D-boost off the right side, doesn't get it unfortunately, so he's gonna go ahead and try to get out that left door. And let's see if Nevdi can get through this fight, because if he cannot, then his run ends there and he's gonna bank 37 points. Fantune is currently hitting for 120 damage. How you figure that out is you look at the tens number, room 47, so it's 40 times 2, and then plus 40 base damage. Oh, that's not good for Nevdi. That's not good for Nevdi. Oh my gosh. Okay, so Nevdi can take 2 hits left. 2 hits, because it has 129 health. Nevdi misses the super though. The super is 600 damage. That's the equivalent of 6 missiles worth of damage that he actually missed there. He's taking this carefully. Now here's the problem. Nevdi's pseudoing the eye open, so he's not messing with it, letting Fantune getting into this stage. But what happens is sometimes the flames will spawn on top of you. And the other problem is if Fantune reappears, gets a slow pattern. If Fantune reappears, he can actually spawn on top of you even if you're in the corner. And that's never fun, because that's just the free 120 damage that he takes. Now he's gonna charge up here. Some fast eye closes once again for Nevdi. Now sometimes Fantune closes his eyes even slower, and when he does that, Nevdi, now that was so dangerous. Nevdi getting a little bit lucky there, because if Fantune decided to spawn in the middle of the screen, Nevdi absolutely would have died, because he only has 109 HP right now. He really wants a big health. Okay, gets that super in. Now, that's so unlucky. So look at this, Cutie already banking so much. He's at room 50 already. Q's at room 50 with Screw Attack Varia. Varia maybe not the best option here, but this is the problem with fighting this boss early. Nevdi is kind of in a tough spot, right? Because remember, Cutie took a restart at the start of the battle. So Nevdi absolutely has to survive this Fantune to justify it. because right now it's taking so long. Oh, Nevdi, be careful. No, he takes the death. He takes the death. Oh no. Oh no. So huge time loss for Nevdi, dying at room 47. So that's good for 37 points. But that is a devastating loss for Nevdi because he needed to basically win that to justify staying alive. When you're at room 47, the 2x multiplier after room 50 is really tempting, and Nevdi absolutely could do that fight. But unfortunately, at the very end, doesn't have the missiles to make Phantoon disappear, shoots the missiles. I think the moment he shot those missiles, he probably realized, oh shoot, this was a mistake, because Phantoon is coming to the right, and he is going to smack me, and I think Nevdi knew right upon dropping that charge beam into Phantoon's face. So here we go. We got Cutie. Is he gonna get skilled? Will he get skilled? Oh, bonks the door. Unfortunately, shoots the beam a little bit too late, so doesn't get the 5,000 points for doing that trick, that nice little speedy mockball through that door for 5,000 points. But Cutie, with screw attack and space jump, maybe we'll see a hyper beam, first ever in an arcade showdown. So this room can be a little bit tricky. Normally you want like a power bomb to get a bunch of points, but it doesn't have that. But unfortunately, with that space jump, can just kind of get through with no issue. He's gonna quickly grab that 750 secret, head to the right. Now he only has 50 seconds left, so not only ooh, that's a good room though. This is worth 10k because there's a little cheesy little secret in the bottom right, and it's really nice. He's gonna screw attack. Oh, he could have screwed attacked that, but didn't think about it. So free 30 seconds right there, immediate 10k bonus. And we have Cutie heading down to the right. Oh my god! Oh my god, where did Cutie find that reserve? So fortunately, with the Varia defenses and only being at the room 50 multiplier, that pancake did not kill Cutie, and he's very fortunate to not have blown his reserve there. So the big thing is, I definitely missed it because it was probably during Nevdi's fight, but Cutie finding a reserve is absolutely gigantic, because what that means is, even if something hits Cutie for 3,000 damage right now, right, that reserve will pop and he has an extra life. So in arcade, in a situation like this, that is absolutely gigantic to have that reserve tank, that free extra life. But what Cutie really needs right now is to go and start cooking through these rooms, because he's only got a minute on the timer. All right, we have Nevdi heading into room 9, finding that morph beam. And Zosti, thank you for the raid, appreciate it. Hopefully you enjoy the show between two very strong arcade runners. Oh, and Nevdi is trying to use that grapple. Grapple does one-shot everything, but struggling a little bit. Now Cutie getting that cleanser plus up the shaft, 5,000 plus 5,000, that's good for 10,000 points, and Cutie is banking some points right now. So yeah, the big thing is Cutie's in a great spot with the reserve, but what he kind of wants at this point, he probably wants at least one power bomb. Because power bombs kind of give you a lot of good solutions to certain rooms. For example, this room, with the power bomb, you can get a quick cleanser and you get 5,000 points very quickly in that room, but you don't have that. So what he really wants is a power bomb to be set, and then after that, he just needs to start building time as much as possible. But it's a tactical decision too, knowing that Nevdi took that death so early. You have to balance, like, okay, do I just want to like maybe take my time and just like let myself time out as I get as many points in a safe possible manner, or do I go super fast, super hard, as fast as possible? Because remember, if you get secrets, you bank time, right? And that can pay dividends on your final score if you can get that run all the way down, right? But let's say you spend a lot of time getting secrets and you bank that time and you die with like 4 minutes on the bank. That's actually so bad, because that means all the secrets that you picked up before that banked up that much time was actually just a total waste. So there's things to think about when it comes to that. And unfortunately, Cutie in this room is, you lose a lot of time. It's one of the biggest time loss rooms. There's not much you can do about it unless you can carry a spark into the room. But we have both players playing right now. Is Cutie gonna go for the impressive? He can do it. Gets the impressive 10,000 points for Cutie. That's good for 30 seconds. So Cutie, right here, Nevdi gamblers might be in a little bit of shambles right now, because Cutie is actually playing out of his mind right now. There's that meme. Nevdi's playing out of his mind right now. Fortunately, it's not Nevdi today. Cutie trying to show off. One of the few people that can get that Ridley E-Tank room short charge. Gave it one quick attempt, probably as a little bit of a meme, but doesn't get it and heads through the room. Cutie has been petitioning Leorin to add it for the next version of arcade, to add that as an achievement. Would be a very I was saying that he should just get like minus 1,000 points if he pulls it off. It should be called show off. But there we go. Nice, really good run by Cutie so far. Banking up so many points. We're gonna have to pull up the calculator to figure out. Oh my gosh, I think Cutie thought he might have had screw attack, just completely forgot. And he's dead. He is dead. Tried to deboost off of that. Trying to use deboost off of that bug to get the iframes. To get the iframes to get through the rest of the room, because the Holts, I think they're called the Holts, the Meta Knights, just do so much damage. Unfortunately, takes that death right there, and that's fine. That is good for 104 points for room 77. People can correct me if I'm wrong on that, but that means Cutie now has 83 points with the 77 plus the 6 that he had before, and he is currently ahead of Nevdi. Nevdi currently at room 25. And Nevdi also currently does not have a beam. Now that's the thing. What you really want in arcade, especially I think in the Showdown, are early beams, and Cutie gets that right off the bat. So really good start for Cutie. The thing is, if you don't have a beam, a lot of rooms that normally are kind of like they're just whatever rooms, they're fine, they actually become so much slower, because we saw, for example, we saw Nevdi in the thread the needle room where you have to kill all the Meridian monsters, the worms and the pancakes, and without any beam. Oh god, Nevdi. Okay, that big hopper would have done a lot of damage to Nevdi, but he gets through, quickly firing off the missiles that he had in store, so no longer has those missiles. Although at room 27 he might have been able to survive. So Cutie doing a quick spark to grab a good 2,700 or like 2,800 points, 3,000 points total if you can collect everything. Oh, and Cutie carrying that spark into the next room. Typically, well, he had the ice beam, so he could freeze the B-toms, but was able to kill them for a cool 2,000 points total. And that's the benefit of carrying the spark into the next room. Now, if you YOLO through a room, then, you know, you might end up dying, but if you carry the spark in the next room, you're in a good spot. So Cutie wants to get through this room damage just to get the 5,000 point bonus, and is going to go ahead and shoot the, ooh, he might be in a weird situation heading down here with that pirate heading left, but I think he's gonna be fine. And here's the situation we're talking about. Now, here's the thing. Nevdi, this time, he does have grapple beam, so he can one-shot everything in this room with that grapple. Now, can he do it quickly is another question, because grapple's a little bit scary. If you mistime your shot, you might end up dying, because these worms will probably hit you. At room 30, it's questionable. He might have the health to get through without an issue, but it looks like Nevdi, being the professional player that he is, got through very quickly. Cutie kind of having a slow room right here, but has to get through because he has no current power bombs. And how is Nevdi gonna get through this? Does he have that speed booster? Because if he doesn't have that speed booster, this room does kind of suck. Room does kind of suck. Now, the pirates actually don't hurt that much, so you're gonna see Nevdi drop pretty much all of his ammunition here, because he has to get through this room, and P-Shot just does so little damage. Look how slow this is. I don't even know how many shots is this. This is like 30 shots or something like that. It's so slow. What we're probably gonna see is Nevdi lay a power bomb on the next set of pirates as two. There's two more that he has to kill. I mean, he might actually just consider deboosting as well, because right now these little Turian pirates, they actually don't do that much damage.
At Heady, you forgot room multi for Cutie's 77 run smile.
Wow, that was really loud. Let's make sure that we figure out how to not get that happen. But okay, Cutie's 77 run. Yes, Cutie's 77 run. I completely botched that. That was 104 points plus the 6, so he should have 110 points. Let's get that fixed right now. 110 points, got that incorrect. Thank you. I actually threw it in the little calculator. Thank you, Olive. I have to figure out how to turn that on. Anyway, we have Cutie heading into room 20, and we have Nevdi heading into room 37. But Nevdi, I feel like, is kind of getting through these rooms a little bit slower, because Cutie's already kind of catching up. I think that mainly has to do with the fact that Nevdi does not have any beams. He still doesn't have any beams. He needs something. If it's just Spazer or Wave, right? I mean, even at this point, maybe even he might actually want Ice Beam at this point, but he doesn't even have what is that? He doesn't even have speed booster. So Nevdi's loadout is actually just like really struggling here. Oh boy. This is not looking good. What is that noise that I was just hearing right there? All right, so we have Nevdi heading over to the left. He needs to, I think Nevdi really wanted to maybe take that right door down there. Because he had the option of going down to the right and taking the right door. He needs right doors. He needs a beam so badly because every room is just so slow if he doesn't. Cutie already with such a strong beam right now. In good place. Does he have wave as well? Is it just Cutie's got full PRKD beam. He's got the full any percent beam right here. Now you're wondering why does Nevdi drop that power bomb right there? It's worth 3,000 points to kill the 3 Funes on the map. And ooh, this is a good room for Nevdi. He's gonna get the power bomb refill because all these violas have a really high chance, pretty much almost 100% chance to drop the power bomb. So, and you get the 10,000 points right here. That's an arcade specialty. Can't bomb that out in the vanilla room. So here we go. We have Nevdi going through the speed booster hallway without speed booster. Very unfortunate. So Cutie definitely getting the better loadouts right now. But Cutie already at room 30. And Nevdi finally get to that room 49. So he is now at that 2x multiplier on the rooms. Quickly grabs that secret. And Cutie, without bombs, lays that power bomb to get the just checking bonus. Now Nevdi, there's still getting hit. The fire fleas don't actually do that much damage, so at room 51 with that Variasuit, you're not really afraid of getting hurt, but you don't want to take excess damage for no reason if you don't have to. So Nevdi is going to fly through this room. The big danger about this room is there tends to be lag if you shoot your beam, and the farm bugs do a lot of damage in arcade. It's really weird. You know, you think they're just for farming, but yeah. So there's a Viola that's going to come right up against Nevdi unless he lays his power bomb. So yeah, there we go. As you can see, there's another Viola right there that he took care of. Now, when you lay that power bomb, you typically want to follow the explosion so that the second Viola that comes at you at the second half of the screen will end up dying to the explosion. But fortunately, Nevdi takes care of it anyway with that missile. Very well played. And this is a bad room for Nevdi. Now, the waivers, I think, are fine. It's only at room 55, so I think Nevdi is just going to get through this room. Gets hit by takes the extra health. Now, he can deboost to take 30 damage from the spikes, and watch out for these waivers here, which is what he's doing. And he took a hit from the waiver, but as you can see, later in the game, those waivers will one-shot you. However, he's got... No, he did it. Nevdi had to switch to the missiles right away. Didn't have time to react, so dies at room 56. Now, room 56, that's good for 62 points total. So 62 points plus the 37, that puts him at a cool 99 points right there. So all right, Nevdi with 99 points, and Cutie with 110, but Cutie's already at room 40 once he finishes this one. Cutie is only at room 100, is that correct? Let's see if that's, let's see right here. So room 77, he gets 2754 points, plus 40. That would put him at 2754 points plus 40. That puts him at 94 plus 6. You are completely right. He is only at 100 points. So does that mean that I have the calculation for Nevdi's is wrong as well? I hope I don't. Nevdi should be correct though. 40 plus 54. Yeah, okay. I wonder what happened there. Okay, seems like my calculator's off. Alright, anyway. Cutie going ahead. He's at room 43. Nevdi is at 89. Oh, Nevdi is at 89. Okay, so clearly I did something incorrect. Let's play with this a little bit. Sorry, friends. Aha, okay, I think I have it right now. Nevdi is at 89 points. So let's get that correct for him right now. And bam, bam, bam. Sorry, some mathematical difficulties. I'm sure Penguini has talked about how the fact that I was in math team and I was the worst one there. Pretty sure I saw something like that. But here we go. We have Nevdi with a much stronger loadout this time with that early speed booster. And we have Cutie getting that up the shaft. Now, One of the things I will say, these seeds have been treating Cutie much better. So 16 minutes left on the clock because Cutie is kind of fully stacked out and loaded. I don't think Nevdi has found a single arcade beam yet. And by arcade beam, I mean, I'm talking wave or spacer. He's not seen any of that right now. So it's rough playing arcade when you don't have that, if you don't have that sort of equipment. So unfortunately, we're really hoping that Nevdi can take some right doors and get those beams if he can, because Cutie is currently flying through room 52. Getting through, Nevdi is, looks like he's gonna try to do a little YOLO out of here. Is he gonna YOLO? Nope, not YOLO. And carrying the spark through the room, that is the smart way to approach it. Oh, spark up, Nevdi! Nice, gets the up the shaft, 5,000 points. That means he doesn't have to waste time sparking up the shaft this time. He can just grab the short charge and get out of here. The short charge in and of itself also gives you 3,000 points. So you gotta make sure to get this short charge. It's worth quite a bit, but you also don't want to take too long. Meanwhile, Cutie is taking a long time, gets a bad room, but has 4 power bombs to get through these rooms. So here we go. Nevdi storing that spark and getting through the room. Unfortunately, it costs a little bit of time. That is the downside to keeping a spark through the room, because very often you just kind of have to blow the spark at some point, and that's going to cost you some time. So if you think about how often that will add up, it is not insignificant. So here we go. We have Cutie heading over room 54 and Nevdi grabbing that secret, and you can see he's going right because he really wants to make sure he gets those beams. Now, here we go. Cutie at room 55. Now remember, Cutie has a very strong lead at this point. There's a few things that happened to Nevdi that were pretty devastating, mainly the Fantoon fight that he died at room 47 that he spent all the time when Fantoon only had a few health left that got him in there. But the other thing is Nevdi's equipment and loadout has definitely been slowing him down a little bit, but room 21 for Nevdi, room 55 for Cutie, and there's still 14 minutes left on the clock. So what that means is it's possible on the last run they get to play it out. So if Nevdi has a huge last run and Cutie doesn't, that can make or break the difference. We've seen people in these showdowns take an early lead and it seems like it's almost insurmountable. However, it can all change at the very end. The swings can absolutely happen. So here we go. Cutie grabs that E-Tank, heading out to the right. Cutie's loadout looking fantastic, has 4 power bombs, is gonna get 10,000 points right here, has a full beam. The only thing he's really missing right now is a reserve tank. If he gets a reserve tank, then that's exactly everything that he wants here. So Nevdi not grabbing that E-Tank. Now the reason is because he's gonna go back to the right. So why grab the E-Tank right now when you get hit on the way back, when you can grab it on the way back? So Cutie, this room is a space jump specialty. You get it with space jump plus high jump. There is that secret that he got up there, but this room is kind of slow. There is a cleanser in this room, but it's probably not worth getting unless you have that gravity suit. So here we go. You gotta watch out that last pancake. It does hop up through the ground, so this room can kill you. It's a dangerous room. Nevdi is gonna go ahead and store that charge and keep it for the next room. See if it pays off. Keeps it for the next room as well. And Q is gonna get that 2,000 point blinding. So here we go. Nevdi only has, no super missile, so he's not gonna use a power bomb to get the secret on the right, killing that facehugger. He's just gonna go off the top right now. And Nevdi banking up a good amount of time. 4 minutes on the clock. That's that speed booster bonuses really kind of helping him out there. So Cutie wants to get the cleanser. It's a little bit slow right now. There's another waiver up there as well as a cack that he has to take care of. And then he can lay in the power bomb on the bottom right to take care of everything else. So Cutie's trying to be extra careful. I think right now the cleanser is sort of costing him at this point. Nevdi kind of getting bullied in the corner right now. There's a funny little clip if you've never seen of Nevdi where he was playing an any percent tournament and he got backed into a corner by a Key Hunter, and Sforzando, the commentator, said, "Oh, Nevdi just got in the corner and got shanked." So if you ever visit his stream, play that alert. It's hilarious. And Cutie finally getting that cleanser definitely was not worth it with the time he took, but you kind of have to get it by that time. If you spend that much time on it and you're that close to getting it, you kind of have to get it at that point. So here we go. Nevdi is going to speed through this room, and oh, Cutie gets the reserve. Cutie gets a reserve, but it's a slow reserve. It takes a long time. Bowling, probably the worst room you can get in arcade. It takes forever. There is a reserve, but the reserve actually takes really long to get. You have to go all the way to the right, lay a few you need power bombs too, so you gotta lay resources. And there's a secret over there, but it's hardly worth the secret, really. So this is an interesting spot to be in because Cutie at room 65 wants to keep this room going as long as possible, so I think he might get the reserve, but there's some considerations. Like, let's say Cutie only had 1.5 minutes left on the clock. He might want to maybe consider not getting the reserve, because if this run dies, and he dies when there's like, and there's, if this run goes long enough where the timer runs out, he can't start another run, right? So there's some considerations to be made here. This is going to extend the longevity of this run, and he does want to do that because it is past room 50. He's got that 2x multiplier, so it's definitely a good situation to be in. Meanwhile, we have Nevdi. Oh, without wave beam, this is a little bit tricky. So you gotta lure the Metroid to the right, and then you gotta freeze it when you come up. If you have wave beam, you could shoot through the ground, but it's a little bit tricky if you don't have, if you don't have that wave beam. Meanwhile, all these Rinkas are just constantly spawning on you, so you gotta be careful. Nevdi really wants to make sure he gets the super missile from this Metroid if he can get it. Oh, missed one of the shots, but it's okay. He's got a super now. Now he doesn't want to take too much time because these Rinkas, they just keep spawning. They're gonna keep spawning. Oh, Nevdi, you gotta be careful. Nevdi just runs. Yeah, he knew he was in danger. He just ran, jumped, and decided to get he didn't take it conservatively at that point. He's like, I might be in trouble with the Rinka spawning. Let's just go. Pays off for him, and he's gonna go ahead and kill that crab and get the super missile. Meanwhile, we're seeing the difference. Cutie gets the thread the needle room, but he's got that full PRKD beam, so look how fast he's going through it compared to Nevdi when he only has like pea shooter missiles to deal with it. I mean, he had grapple at another time, but grapple's still not gonna be faster than a beam that's shooting just through walls and is basically two-shotting all these mobs. So Nevdi's gotta be careful. Oh my gosh, with the weak, yeah, that's a smart heads-up play by Nevdi to lay that power bomb. Now, the thing is, with his weak beam, we've talked about this happened in the Spellin versus Nitro match. With the weak beam, you're not gonna one-shot freeze or kill that hopper on the way, and that hopper would have killed Nevdi, absolutely. So Nevdi quickly kind of morphing, realizing, oh god, I have to morph. I need to figure out a solution to this. Should I stand up? Should I missile it? No, I'm gonna lay the power bomb. Let's not waste too much time. Let's just lay the power bomb, take care of everything, and get through this room as fast as possible. So Nevdi's gotta watch out. These Rinkas at this point might actually kill him. But Cutie at room 72. Ah, there we go. That's why having no beam sucks. It was the same hopper. It was the same hopper. Nevdi dying at room 43. That's good for 33 points. And that puts Nevdi at a cool 122 points. 122 points. Oh god, that's just unfortunate for Nevdi. I would say that Nevdi is honestly playing very well. He's playing really well, but that's just a tough situation to be in. In that spot for Nevdi, what you have to do, if you can register it fast enough, is swap to your missiles. Swap to your missiles because you can't kill that hopper in time before it kills you. But the problem is, it's just, I would have died there too. It's just like, you have to think of it so quickly. And that's why you really want to like hunt for those beams early on to kind of make the run just so much smoother. But unfortunately, Nevdi just really struggling to find a beam. Meanwhile, we have Cutie finally getting that charge at room 77. So wow, had no chance of fighting. Oh, Nevdi, is he gonna survive? Oh, Nevdi survives, as you can see, sneaks through that crab at the bottom. If he just ran through, he would have died. So what you do is you do a little spin jump and you enter the door at the very bottom so the crab doesn't hit you through the door. So very well played by Nevdi, showing off a little bit tech, going as fast as he possibly can, but oh, it's another slow room for Nevdi. 10 shots to kill these guys, and if he makes any mistake, touches that spike, probably will launch into the acid, will die. If he stays in the acid for too long, he's also gonna die. So fortunately, it's a slow room, but you do get rewarded a little bit with a secret at the back that's worth 1,000 points, and you get a power bomb pack, which is nothing to scoff at. Meanwhile, if Cutie just zooming through these rooms, 81, room 81 for Cutie. Oh, he's on a timer. Cutie's on a timer. Lay that power bomb, Cutie. You gotta hurry. Your health is ticking. The health is ticking. The Sovas decide to go upwards, but Cutie with that power bomb was able to get a bunch of points and kill those Sovas at the top. Now the problem is, like, sometimes you get into a situation where the Sovas run at you and there's 3 of them, so you can't kill them all. But yeah, Cutie deciding not to get the super pack at the top left. He's just gonna continue on with this run. I think that makes a lot of sense. I think Cutie really wants to play fast and loose as possible because he's got a reserve tank. He only has 1 minute and 20 seconds left, and there's 6 minutes and 40 seconds left on the timer. So I think he just wants to go hard, maybe even not take as many secrets as he would before, and potentially get into a situation where he maybe times out and gets one more run in if he can, but we'll see. The thing is, you never really want to give up a 2x bonus, so it's kind of a tough call to make, but I think Cutie's just gonna play the best he can. That room, oh god, Nevdi lost the damage list, so unfortunately loses the 5,000 points in that left room, but here we go. Cutie is going to grab that screw attack, and yeah, it's looking good for Cutie, but he needs to start coming across a bunch of points if possible. All right, so that's pretty funny. We're seeing both these players in the same room. However, Cutie obviously much later in the run, but a free power bomb and a bunch of points in this room is absolutely amazing. So great room for both players. And we have Nevdi heading out the left, and 5 minutes and 43 seconds left for the players. Oh, Nevdi, he has to lay some power bombs. He's just got to lay some power bombs here. He's got 3. I think what he might do is kill this one and then deboost through the next one. If you're Nevdi, I take the hit there because they have 15 damage base, I believe. So he's not going to die if he touches this guy. Meanwhile, Cutie getting normally a wasteland, normally a pretty horrible room, but he's got the reserve and he's got the screw attack. So is he going to just screw attack through? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, those hoppers were frames away from killing Cutie. Not killing him, but potentially taking away the reserve. So Cutie is gonna take 30 damage from that spike hit. But that's better than taking the flame hit, because the flame hit at this point has damage multiplier, would have absolutely probably popped Cutie's reserve right there. But that's the problem with screw attack. You're not invulnerable. The moment you land, and what happens very often is you land and then the thing hits you, and then it's lights out. You're not invincible with that screw attack. It's always a little bit dangerous to play with it. Here we go. 55 seconds left on the clock for Cutie. 4 minutes and 30 seconds left on this run for Cutie, and Nevdi is heading over to that right. He could have exited out the left side, but wants to get those beams. Nevdi is struggling for beam. Honestly, dude, arcade it's a struggle. Without beams, it is a huge struggle. I'm sure everyone knows, but I've never seen such beam luck ever. So Cutie, watch out. That Viola's coming. Okay, don't even bother with that Viola. There's 2 Violas here. Oh my gosh. Cutie taking a hit, and Nevdi taking a death. Unfortunately, taking that death at room 21. So that's good for 11 points. That puts Nevdi at 133 points. Now it might look like Nevdi is ahead, but he is not. Cutie is at that room 98. Gets that clipping bonus, and here we go. Nevdi taking a breather here real quick. But Nevdi, you can start up another run. It's only 3 minutes and 40 seconds left. He's probably really tilted right now based on what's been happening right now. But Cutie at room 99 and now at room 100. No bonus points for room 100. We just have the 2x, but we see the survivor from Cutie. So Cutie really popping up right now, banking so many points. Oh my gosh, Cutie believers eating well tonight. Here we go. Cutie flying up that room. 3 minutes and 14 seconds left on the clock. Is Cutie going to carry this run all the way? We'll find out. Oh, Cutie takes the hit. Cutie takes the hit. He got nervous. You saw the shadows behind Cutie. That was actually the blue from a speed, from the speed booster. So what you can do is if you start the speed booster from a water room and you carry it into the next room, if you get the blue in time, you can actually run over those spikes and kill it. And I think what ended up happening is Cutie got into a situation where he got so close to the spikes that he's like, oh god, I'm not gonna get it in time. And so he was like, oh, but I think I might get it. So what ended up happening is he kind of went halfway and goes, oh god, he tried to bail, lay the power bomb to get to 2 points, but ended up flying into the spike and lost the blue. So he took the hit. So he's now without a reserve. So anything at this point at room 104 might end up killing him. It's a little bit dangerous. Nevdi having to get through this room without, only at room 5, so it's pretty common to get this room without a beam, but that's just the way it is sometimes. Nevdi's gonna grab that secret heading over, but we got kind of eyes on Cutie right now. He's gotta be careful. Go, that farm bug! If that farm bug touched Cutie, he was dead. Cutie, no, the farm bug! The farm bug got him! That's the thing. It's you don't think about it. The farm bug, it's like, it's not on your radar usually, right? But unfortunately, it takes that hit, room 107, and that means Cutie gets 40 plus 57 times 2. 57 times 2 is 114. So 114 plus 40 is 154 points. And Cutie restarts another run. So here we go. We have Cutie with 100 points flat. That math is easy. He's got 254 points. So many points that it's actually breaking the cropping on the screen right there. Absolutely well played, and Cutie restarts another run. We've pretty much got eyes on Nevdi at this point. Nevdi loses the damage list at room 14, so he's just gonna get through it. You still can't justify killing these pirates because they're just too slow without any beams whatsoever. So here we go. We have Nevdi. Wall jump up at the other room. Cutie takes a quick death. Cutie takes a quick death. I don't know what happened right there, but room 5, he can restart. He's only at 40 seconds left. So here we go. Nevdi going down for that morph room. With 30 seconds left on the clock, this looks like it might be Nevdi's final run. Gets that smooth bonus, and we have Cutie restarting the run. 22 seconds left on the timer. Cutie immediately getting those bombs. And Nevdi getting a tough room. Nevdi getting a tough room. He has to be careful. He's gonna want to jump the boulder. He's getting one shot by anything in this room. Is he gonna jump the boulder? He does. Very well played. That's about as fast as you can do that room. Very well played by Nevdi. Unfortunately, no speed booster, but free super pack for Nevdi right here. Speed booster would get him a bunch of time here, but the run, the timer has now stopped. So here we go. We're gonna hide this timer. And this is the final run for both of these players. Can Nevdi have the run of his life? Not only does he need the arcade run of his life, the showdown run of his life, he also needs Cutie to take a death and not get too deep into the current run he's watching. So right now, this is the kind of run that both players should grab all the secrets that they can. They should play it like basically like a normal arcade run, and the pressure's on. Cutie, you know, even though he is at a very strong advantage right now, if he takes a random death early and Nevdi, who is one of the strongest arcade players out here, does survive. Oh, has to be careful. This room sucks. The Creamers don't do that much, but the Red Pirates might actually end up killing him. So very well played by Nevdi. Nevdi can absolutely beat Cutie here. Absolutely. Oh, Cutie thought about it. He thought about running through that crab, but it was like, oh, let's chill out here. We're not taking any risk right here. So yeah, let's see. Both these players have to play this room as best as they can. Nevdi's got to get through. How is Nevdi gonna do this room? How is he gonna do this room? He gets through the first part, but how is he gonna get through the second part? There's 3 menus that he has to deal with. He's got no high jump, no nothing. He's got no way to deal with them either. He can't kill them. I think he has to bait them out as best as possible. He's got to bait them out, go to the right, and then just dodge them. I don't think he can kill them. He just cannot kill them. Oh God, Nevdi, be careful, no! No! With no beam, he takes the death. And that's it. That's it. Room 23. Room 23. That's good for 13 points. And that puts Nevdi at 146 points. Cutie at 154 points. No matter what he gets on this run, that is it for Nevdi for game 1. Did Nevdi ever get a beam? Did he ever get a beam? Did he get one at the end? I don't even know. I feel so exposed without beams. Nevdi, I think we all are, honestly. Cutie, Nevdi, are you both ready? Runners are both ready. Good luck, friends. 10 seconds to go. Here we go. And on 0, I will start the timer. Good luck. And we're off. So this time we got the audio on Cutie, game 1's winner. And here we go. Will they go for that CWJ right off that bat? Ooh, Cutie getting that CWJ real quickly. Nevdi getting it pretty quickly as well. Gets that door. Ice beam for Cutie and bombs for Nevdi. So I can't wait for Nevdi to get bombs right into that morph, right into that charge, into Fantoon right off the bat, based on what's been going on today. Oh, Cutie, is he in trouble? Oh, okay. So you can get into kind of a sticky situation where you get stuck on the B-toms because you don't have morph and you have to either wiggle out or wait for them to unfreeze. But Cutie wanted to make sure he got that got that E-Tank, because early E-Tank does make things a little bit better. There are some things that you won't die at room 10 or 10 to 20 if you have that extra E-Tank that you would normally. So Cutie starting off with that early speed, booster. So pretty darn good start for him, I'd say. And Nevdi heading down into that room is going to get okay, so he doesn't have morph, so he can't get that super missile. It would take a long time to kill that crab anyway. And we have Cutie getting those high jump boots. High jump boots is a decent item in arcade, but it does have its downfall of giving you access to that Batoon E-Tank hallway. It puts that in logic as well. So sometimes high jump boots, I would say, it's not as good as you might seem, just because it puts that one really bad room into logic. But here we go. Cutie is going to have to get through the pancake and waivers room. Gonna grab the secret down here real quick for 750 points. He's gonna grab that big health. Yeah, he's gonna grab those 2 big healths. I want to make sure you stay a little bit healthy early on if you can. And oh my gosh, Nevdi is getting that room 7 charge. Now normally it's fine. Ops the D boost. It misses the D boost, but you can see it kind of like the thought process there. He's like, I'm just gonna D-boost off of these hoppers because it's early in the game and I have full health. And I don't wanna really I don't wanna spend my time shooting them with the P-shot because it takes too long. So, Nevdi opting not to really go, ooh, okay, Cutie, had to be a little bit careful there. The red pirates do a lot of damage. Might have killed him with only 112, but yeah, Nevdi gets that charge beam, is gonna head to the right. Now, right does mean he can get bosses at this stage of the game, but right also has access to all the beams, so yeah, Nevdi is gonna go ahead and take the right. You just kind of have to do it at this point. So here we go. Nevdi gets a beam! It's a miracle! It's a miracle! Nevdi gets Spazer beam! He's got a beam! I mean, Cutie already has Spazer as well. But he finally gets a beam, so it's time. Let him cook! Let him cook! Now he can cook now. Before he was just trying to cook, all he had was a microwave, not even a microwave. Just like, you know, a sidewalk and some warm sun on the pavement. That's all he had before. So Cutie has to be careful. Those fish on the bottom would definitely take him out. And it's always a little bit dangerous because those fish, you don't really know where they are. The camera doesn't pan down very well to see them. So Nevdi's gonna go ahead and kill the Puyos, 500 apiece. I think that room is good for 3,000 points, so that's a really good room to get typically. And Cutie finally gets that morph ball, so Nevdi's gonna probably head to the right. Still wants more beams. And wants to, you know, also speed boosters on that right room. So, ooh, that's very room 16. That's really dangerous because it starts opening up rooms that you don't really want. Now that's the problem. So Varia could be fine. It also gives you extra defenses, so especially this early in the game, like nothing's really hurting you because the damage multiplier is not high enough. And you're getting that, basically you're getting that 50% damage reduction from that Varia. But the problem is, you can start getting the monsters from lower Norbury, like the red key hunters, the gold colored pirates and stuff like that. Those guys are just really bad, and Nevdi gets the room 22 Phantoon. Now he can do it, especially given the fact that Phantoon is currently only doing 40 damage. He's not doing that much, so Nevdi can do this. He's got 3 hits until death, and even 1 big health will recover a lot of health, but a 4 missile Phantoon fight sucks. It sucks. Now 2 missiles devastating. 2 missiles really, really bad, but 4 missile, it is not a pleasant fight. So you see, you need to have at least 3 missiles, otherwise you can't make Phantoon disappear. So Nevdi kinda wants to make sure he gets his missiles back right here or he'll be in trouble. So yeah, he ran over. It was very important that he picked up those 3 missiles because if he only had 2, 2 missiles won't make Phantoon disappear. That's the strat that you do when you're speedrunning. You shoot 2, pause, you shoot 2, and then you do a Doppler. So that's why you kind of need 4 missiles at least because yeah, otherwise you're in some trouble. So Phantoon actually giving Nevdi some good patterns right now. And what I mean by that is, okay, so Nevdi is gonna have to go. The charge shot won't make him disappear, but he picked up the missiles. Took the hit. Ooh, Nevdi, you gotta be careful. So he only has 2 missiles right now. He's gotta be a little bit careful. Nevdi takes another hit. Nevdi needs a big health. Okay, now he's good. He gets the health back. That's the nice thing about that Various suit. With his early Phantoon, he's really not hitting that hard. Okay, so Phantoon's gonna disappear. There is a chance that Phantoon can spawn on top of Nevdi at this point. Now, if that happens, he's just gotta fire a bunch of supers or missiles and make him go away. But Nevdi is handling this fight pretty darn well so far. And honestly, I would say, oh, takes a hit. Don't take that extra hit, Nevdi. You really don't wanna do that. Okay, so far very well played. Cutie's really not that far ahead given how slow this fight has to be. Only 28 rooms, and Nevdi has... Oh, I think this is it. Yes, very well played by Nevdi. So, getting through that room, Cutie has an 8-room advantage right now, but that was a really, really strong showing from Nevdi, getting through that room. And yeah, I mean, what else is there to say? But Nevdi played that room really, really well. So we have Cutie heading over. Now Cutie gets that various suit. He's a little bit better equipped, because if he gets something like the Three Musketeers room where he has to fight a bunch of pirates and stuff like that, I guess his beam is a little bit stronger with that ice. But yeah, okay, now with that full beam combo, Cutie is kind of ready to start tackling stuff. However, Varia, I would say, in a race like this is probably never good, because you just get introduced by things that can kill you so easily. So that's kind of the problem. Both these players are at risk of getting some very difficult rooms that can be worth it, and Nevdi getting another boss. Now, if Nevdi was going for like a world record or something like that, this is good. This would be good, because ultimately boss rooms are always going to be good because they don't cost you any time. You only gain time from doing them. So boss rooms are in theory only good if you're not gonna die. That's the problem though. They have a high chance of killing you, but in a race like this, it eats a lot of time. I mean, Nevdi's beam is okay, and he's usually supplementing with missiles, so he's getting through these shots really well. Nice. That's the only pattern you have to really be careful about. Jumping forward on that left bottom hole. Gets it twice in a row, but absolute professional, gets through. Nevdi's gonna be fine through this room, but it's a time waster. Now, speaking of time wasters, Cutie's in another room that's an absolute time waster. He does get an E-tank out of it, but it's a time waster, and his time is ticking, unlike the boss room that Nevdi currently has. But definitely looking better for Nevdi, I would say, than Cutie, because Cutie does have the better loadout, has more E-tanks. But Nevdi should have a pretty good amount of time. Now you're seeing that Nevdi, after Batoon gets past that halfway mark and has not done a spit, he will continue to just only pop out of the hole, no spitting. You don't have to worry about it, so you can just jump and shoot all you want right there. Nevdi's gonna go out that right door because he still wants to get that beam if possible. Oh my gosh, good heads up play. Oh my gosh, Cutie. I thought he was reacting too slow to that, but fortunately had the screw attack to take care of that big hopper. Probably would have survived still, because only at room 40, it was a 30 multiplier at that time. With that various suit, probably would have been okay. Now it's Cutie's turn to get that Fantoon fight. Now, Cutie, with room 41, Fantoon is now hitting for 40 plus 20, so he's hitting for 60 damage. So Cutie, it's roughly the same situation as Nevdi, but Cutie does have more health, so it's kind of similar at this point. Now, here's the thing. Yeah, Cutie should be able to get through. Oh my gosh, is he gonna? Wow, very well. Doesn't take a hit right there. I would say, you know, between these two players, Cutie is probably the stronger player when it comes to Fantoon, because Cutie is quite literally a pro at this fight. One of the strongest ways players to maneuver the Fantoon, doesn't take any hits still. But let's see, this might be a tricky flame pattern. He takes the hit right there. I think maybe Cutie would have maybe considered staying on that right side of Fantoon for the eye open. He would have maybe avoided that hit, but unfortunately that's what it is. Cutie also with the better beam right there, slamming Fantoon with that charge shot. I believe it does 300 damage, so the damage equivalent of 3 missiles, but yeah. Nevdi now getting one of those, the worst room in the game, but it's from the top. So honestly, this room is completely fine. It would be 9 missiles to kill that pirate normally. But yeah, Nevdi is gonna grab the secret. Is he gonna go down the bottom, or is he just gonna go out the left? He's gonna just exit out the left. If he were to go out the bottom, oh, Cutie forgot that he ran out of space jump. That's the problem. When you have screw attack plus space jump, you kind of forget about that because you still get the spin jump animation, but he no longer has that screw attack. So I think Cutie tried the space jump across, got into this weird situation and got eaten by the Valfloon, but he has plenty of health. It's totally fine. And oh my god, Nevdi gets pillars, but with 2 power bombs, he's gonna have to expend both of them here. He is going to get through this room just fine. So fortunately, he's got the 2 power bombs, because otherwise it's usually going to end up killing you. It's really hard. You can do it with 1, but it's not easy. Alright, so Nevdi already has that charge beam. We know that because he fought the boss. So he's not going to go down there. He's just going to immediately exit out the right side. He Here we go. Ooh, Nevdi. I don't know if that was on purpose. Maybe it was on purpose. So, oh, it took a hit from that little bug. That's fine. I think Nevdi probably wanted a powerbomb refill. Now, that was kind of lucky. He got 2 powerbombs from that Keigo. I think they might be expected to give you 1. Maybe not, but yeah, that's well played by Nevdi. Ooh, he's gonna have to be careful. I think he should have maybe dropped the super instead of the powerbomb. He's gonna have to wait for this that little ladder to go down because he didn't get on that first cycle. All right. Meanwhile, we have Cutie, room 51 going through. I would say both. Oh, nice. Okay, this room is normally kind of bad, but with the powerbomb, this room's quite good. 1,000 points per each of those hoppers, 3,000 points right there, 750 for that secret on the right. And Nevdi is going to grab an extra powerbomb pack, and we know how invaluable powerbombs actually are. Right, so Cutie with the speed boost, we're gonna see him kill a few mobs right here. Ooh, kill that 3rd mob, yeah. And Nevdi, don't get hit by the bug. Oh my God, Nevdi, please just move forward. Gotta be careful. Those bugs, we saw the bug end Cutie's life on the previous run, so always got a little bit be a little bit careful here. Now Cutie's gonna, takes a hit from that Waver. Did he kill that Waver? No, so the Waver's still alive somewhere? Yes, has to kill that Waver. Now he's gonna go down, lay that power bomb, and this power bomb should wipe out. There is a red Ripper at the bottom right. You can only kill it in terms of ammo, you can only kill it with the super and the power bomb. It's so slow to get to. That's why you really only want to kill it with the power bomb if you have that option. So here we go. Oh, Nevdi gets Metroid Room 2 from the bottom, which can be a run killer unless you run through the door and hold shot so that you avoid the top Metroid from getting you and you freeze the left one. So very well played by Nevdi getting through that room. If he got grabbed by that Metroid, he absolutely would have died. Don't have enough time to unlatch it with a bomb and survive. So very well played by Nevdi. Honestly playing very well right now. So here we go. We have Cutie. Does he have speed booster to get 10,000 points in this room, or does he just have to leave? Let's see right here. Cutie's bombing out that side, and Nevdi gets Ridley at room 48. Ridley at room 48. Oh my gosh, we have 3 bosses, and Nevdi's gonna do it. He's up for the challenge. Very well played so far. No high jump boots. This is gonna be a little bit trickier. Let's switch the audio to this Ridley fight by Nevdi. Actually, here we go. So, breaking spin on the left, on above the door to make sure Ridley turns around that pogo. That's the AI manipulation. Now the issue here, if the fireballs from Ridley touch Nevdi, because it's only room 40, I think he'd survive, but I'm pretty sure a body shot or a tail hit will end up killing him. If it doesn't, he's gonna be barely surviving here. Okay, the other issue here is Nevdi does not have wave beam. So the damage he's doing with this beam, you might think, oh, it just looks like any percent, Fantune first any percent. No, he doesn't have wave. So the damage he's putting out is like 40% weaker, I think, than the other beams. Now Ridley's in the ground, so Nevdi, oh, watch out for that tail. Okay, I think Nevdi's got this under control. Very well played. Oh, squeezed under that Ridley. Okay, very well played. That's arcade tech right there. Damageless arcade tech. When Ridley pogos into the ground like that, he's going to shoot the fireballs at you because normally he'll shoot them at the wall. But because he's so low to the ground, when he spits it at the wall, he's gonna do it again. No, okay, he's good. So Ridley did not go up there, but it's a short pogo. Oh, where's Ridley? Okay, he's good. But yeah, if Ridley is inside the ground, his fireballs will end up going onto the platform, and those fireballs in arcade are just gonna nuke you, so you gotta be careful. Oh my gosh. If you break spin to make Ridley turn around while Ridley is not pogoing upwards, Ridley's AI will not behave that way that you want it to. So you can see Nevdi is not instantly jumping and breaking spin when he goes on the left side because he's waiting for Ridley to land on the ground first to make sure that he guarantees the spin break on Ridley's up pogo. It's that complicated, but he's doing so well right now. Please, we need to see Nevdi get through this fight. Oh my gosh, that was a tricky situation to be in. There we go. Breaking spin on the up pogo above the door. Those criteria must be met or else you won't manipulate Ridley properly and you don't know what he's going to do. So he's gonna do it again. Oh, he didn't do it. No! He didn't get it in time. Unfortunately, that's why you saw him delay it a few times before. Once again, dying at room 48. Oh, it's just another tragedy, another difficult boss that he almost gets through, but dying at room 48, unfortunately, is good for 38 points for Nevdi. And we have Cutie heading over, and with 3.5 E-tanks at room 70, looking to be in a really, really, really good situation right now. All right, so here we go. Cutie is gonna go ahead and, oh, wants to, you saw Cutie got the short charge, but he really wanted to make sure he got that super, so he stopped. Now, with that high jump boots plus speed booster, you don't have to spark up there. Jumping up there is just faster, so Cutie goes ahead and does that. Now, let's see if he gets the skilled. He missed it last time, but it's that speed ball through the door. That shot was a little late. Oh, it doesn't get the mock ball, unfortunately, so no skilled for him. But that's okay. 1 minute and 18 seconds left on the clock, but he is very close to getting that multiplier. So you're gonna see 30 seconds being added to his clock very soon. Really pretty much upon entering, oh, he doesn't get kills, points in this room because it's an elevator room. So 500 points for this room. And once Cutie grabs the secret, that's 30 seconds more for Cutie. And he's gonna go ahead to that right door. And Cutie is just gonna try to go as fast as he can. Ooh, little awkward situation. Ooh, jumps up there, nice little morph into that left hole. He broke all the grounds before. Let's see if he can get, oh, the quick drop bonus is good for 10K. So that's nice. Another 30 seconds for Cutie. Now, ooh, nice quickly getting, nice for Nevdi quickly getting up that red pirate shaft. That's always a tricky room. But yeah, Cutie, fresh off a nice little hundo grind for the tournament, was able to get that, quick drop real quick. Now that was always a little bit dangerous. That big hopper was on the way to kill Cutie right off the bat. He may have survived because he's got a lot of E-tanks, 349 HP, but the room 70 multiplier is a lot. So who knows, the big hopper might have gotten him. Nevdi, seeing the room right away, on that left, seeing the crab tube, immediately was able to get out of there. Now, I don't think Nevdi has speed booster, but if he did, he'd be really sad here. And he's going to have to wall jump all the way to the top. So another slow room. He's gonna go ahead and kill these pirates. Now, I believe killing the pirates with this full beam combo is going to net him a little bit of time at room 78. So he's gonna go ahead and do that. I think he also just doesn't want to deal with the pirate scamming him at the bottom. So kills that pirate, and now is he going to kill the top 2 pirates to get through? Yes, he's going to shoot that charge beam. And man, these beams just make short work of these. Oh, but takes the hit, loses that 5,000. That's got to get him a little bit tilted. But Nevdi, look, things looking good for Nevdi once again. Gets that wave beam. So Nevdi with a really strong beam at room 14. So finally getting some luck on his side. Had that spazer early on. So honestly, I'm sure things are feeling, I'm sure he's feeling much better about this match than he was earlier. Okay, we have Cutie, room 80, so popping off real hard. And nice big points that he got earlier because he was down to 1 minute and 10 seconds before. All right, so Cutie, there is a secret in the right of this room, but it takes a long time to get to, and it's dangerous. It's worth 5,000, I believe. Cutie doesn't want to get hit by any of those particles. Room 82, and Nevdi is gonna go ahead and grab this secret. This room is a little bit slow, but you get 2,000 points and you get a super plus missile pack. So you get some quite good ammo. I do like going for that earlier in the game. So I think that was a reasonable choice for Nevdi. You could just not do that room, but I think the value is worth it. So Cutie going ahead and kind of unequipping that high jump boot so you can get that smooth bonus. Not something that you can get normally unless you don't have. Unless you have space jump and high jump unequipped. So takes care of that. And we have, you know what? In Cutie's position, I would say this is probably a good room. So this is GT. All you have to do for GT is start inside that pillar sort of, and that'll make him hop back. And then you just have to kind of stand on his foot, the foot in the front a little bit. And so Cutie is a little bit far left. Now, if you have 32 missiles or more, which doesn't happen that often in arcade, GT will, this is a farming attack that GT is doing. The game wants you to farm if you don't have missiles, which is kind of funny because GT can't get hit by missiles. But what ends up happening is if you have above 32 or above missiles, he'll do this sonic boom attack on you, right? And if where Cutie is standing right now, he would get hit by it and he would get killed. But in this situation, you could just keep upshotting and you're completely fine. This is a safe spot. GT cannot touch you here. And normally this is just, it's a slow fight, but he is gonna gain time, and Cutie does need time, and he wants to stay in the 2x multiplier. So Cutie at room 86 is, I'd say this fight is pretty welcome. If you got this at room like 30, I'd say it kind of sucks, but maybe you can't really reset at that point. If you got Varia and he had like a crappy beam and it was like room 10, then I think you just reset at that point. So gets the super first troubles, and Nevdi popping off. He's got a really good beam and he's got speed booster, so this is looking like a really good run. Oh, does Cutie do this? He lost all of his Z-tanks. He's at room 87. This is going to be the slowest thing in the arcade showdown, but he is at the 2x multiplier. He's thinking about it. No, he's just gonna die. Cutie's taking the death. Doesn't want to continue on forward. Mother Brain takes too long, so Cutie with 87 rooms is going to go ahead and bank that, and that gives him a cool 114 points. So here we go. We got the audio now on Nevdi. Nevdi at room 34, so already banking up 24 points right now. And if I got that math incorrect, someone please correct me, but I think it should be correct. So 50, he's got 40 points. 37 times 2 is 54. I might be off. Is that wrong? Is that right? Someone correct me. 37 times 2 is, no, that's 74. Okay, 74 plus 40 is 114. That is correct, so Cutie with 114 points. And Nevdi has plasma. That's the first plasma we've seen today. A room where each of the pirates gives you 1,000 points. There's another bonus right here where you get a short charge and you spark up there. And that's good for 3,000 points, so an incredibly good room, and Nevdi is just gonna fly through a bunch of the rooms potentially. Is he gonna get the gate glitch? Oh, this is the room that makes you look stupid if you miss it. Oh, and he gets it! 10,000 points for Nevdi. Oh my gosh, wait, this is a really, really good run for Nevdi. He can shoot these guys with plasma to go ahead and get the 750 points. But yeah, Nevdi, close to the another 40-second multiplier, so we might see Nevdi get up to, yeah, we're gonna see him get up to 4 minutes probably after killing a few more of these crabs. Right there, so plus 40 for Nevdi. Wow, he's gonna basically one-shot every single crab here. 4 minutes and 8 seconds for Nevdi. Cutie with a great start as well, struggling to grab that wave beam a little bit. And Nevdi didn't have morph? Morph at 42, plasma, and wow, that's crazy. Nice little K-go through that little mouth, but yeah, this is a strong run for Nevdi. This is the one where what we need to see, what Nevdi really wants right now, he wants a reserve. If he gets a reserve, he's gonna be like, this, I'm gonna PV this run. That's what he's thinking. So, but gotta be careful. At room 40, the multiplier is getting kind of high, and he only has one E-tank. So if he's careless, he will get one shot by some things. So he's gotta be a little bit careful here. He's gonna go down and grab that charge beam. Charge, unfortunately, right after the morph is a little unfortunate. I think Nevdi wanted to maybe carry it on a little bit longer bossless. Because the bosses do take up a lot of time in this version of Showdown. In this mode, you don't really want to waste too much real time. But that being said, Nevdi in a really good spot, has that speed booster, is gonna go ahead and go through. Maybe should have considered holding a charge for the next room, but oh, deja vu, gets that charge room again. You're gonna wonder, oh, how did you get the same room twice in 3 rooms? That's because this room without charge is considered a different room from this room with charge. So now you won't see this room again for, I believe, about 32 rooms or so. And Nevdi's gotta be, oh God, Nevdi has to be careful. I think he needs to deboost off the spike right now. Don't get grabbed. Oh, be careful, Nevdi. Okay, I think these fire fleas shouldn't kill him. And the waivers should have gotten away, so I think Nevdi is in the clear now. Gotta be a little careful, grab that health, and he's good. The waivers are coming. The waivers are coming, sent by Leorin himself, one of the doves of Arcade, along him and Total, creating this amazing ROM hack. But here we go. I think Nevdi's gonna go ahead and grab this quick Alcatraz right here, and then he's probably gonna go out the right side. So gotta be a little bit careful. I'm sure Nevdi at this point knows that he's in a good situation, is probably a little bit nervous. Oh God, the waiver. Well, now we know at room 40, the waivers hit for 100 damage. So that's good to know, because if Nevdi gets another situation where he has to get into waivers, I think he's safe knowing that he's not getting one shot at this point. The pancakes, however, in that room would have absolutely one shot him. So those guys do so much base damage. I believe it's about 70 or 80 or something like that. But here we go. We have Cutie grabbing that quick morph ball, and we have Bomb Chorizo for Nevdi. I would say this is good because ultimately this is going to be a very quick fight. Yeah, look at that. Plasma just melting BT, almost one-shotting him. And we're gonna see Cutie go for a grapple jump. So if he does this correctly all the way at the top, he's gonna go ahead and get 10,000 points total, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 for a total of 10,000 points. Another 5,000 right here. Meanwhile, we have a really bad room for Nevdi. Is he gonna roll through? Yeah, he's gonna be completely fine. Nevdi and Cutie are both very experienced randomizer players. So typically for Gauntlet, you're gonna see them go through this relatively quickly. Now, oh, Cutie takes an unfortunate death. Gary the Snail just saying, you know, don't mess with my friend. You're gonna have to go and Gary the Snail wants to see a game 3, so here we go. 14 points for Cutie, and that's good for a total of 128 points. But wow, that's kind of a rough death. Cutie kind of wanted to build up time if he could to get to the 2x multiplier, but unfortunately he's gonna have to restart. And with only 18 minutes left on the clock, if Cutie kind of takes some random deaths like that, he may not be able to build the points because Nevdi's cooking up a good run right now. He's cooking up a good run. He's got some good resources. Plasma kind of running out soon, but this Batoon fight, he's got Plasma for the Batoon fight. You're gonna see Batoon melt so fast here. On this pattern, I think he's gonna one round him. I think he's gonna, look how fast that fight is. 8,000 points. 8,000 points, super refill, and he goes out the right, and it barely costs him any real time. So that's the power of Plasma right now. We're seeing the power of Plasma in play. All right, Nevdi has to make this count though, because we're getting into dangerous territory at this point. I think Cutie might be in trouble. He might take the death. Takes the death, that's fine. Cutie's gonna have to start over, so yeah, the red pirates, you can touch the gamers, you can't touch the red pirates. So Cutie, room 7, not gaining any points right there. Nevdi is gonna go ahead and just fly through these pirates, and he's gonna keep the charge for the next room. Don't do it, Nevdi. Don't spark. If Nevdi sparks right there, he'd probably kill all the pirates, but something weird could potentially happen. Pirate might dodge it, and then the pirate turns around and kills him. That'd be unfortunate. And a reserve for Nevdi. He's gonna go into the sand pit so he can, the falling sandfall, so that he can kind of get out more easily. And Nevdi is going to get this break free secret. He doesn't have to break free here. He can just unequip. Wow, watch this scam. Unequip that space jump. Stand on a ledge. Oh, you get the break free. You didn't break free, but you cheated with space jump, but you still got the points. Checkmate, Leorin. And Nevdi is gonna go ahead and try to grab this reserve, but really good situation for Nevdi to be in. He no longer has that plasma beam. Maybe he'll keep it for one more room. The space jump is out. However, I believe he's got full beam. No, minus the ice beam. So this is a really good situation for Nevdi to be in. He's got the extra life. He's got plasma right now, but he's gonna lose it any second now. But even without the plasma, his beam is very strong here. So yeah, plasma is now out. 6 missiles, 4 supers. All he needs are some power bombs, and he is in such a good spot. This is one of the reasons why you need power bombs, though. I think Nevdi wants to kill that crab because a room like this, if you had a set of 2 power bombs, you get the cleanser really quickly. But now Nevdi is either gonna have to start shooting a bunch of things, or he's gonna have to forego the cleanser. So watch out. There's one crab coming up the top, but his beam is good. So look at that. Nevdi knows that one crab is going into that hole, so very well played. He knows that there's 2 crabs over here. Can he get that other crab? Oh, so Nevdi, he's a pro. He knows everything. Now he's gonna go right, kill the 2 crabs over there, and he's gonna get this cleanser pretty efficiently. 500 points per crab and 5,000 points for cleaning them all out. So very well played. He did that very quickly. Meanwhile, Cutie, honestly, starting off pretty well. Room 12 wave beam, that's always good. Is Nevdi going to get, yes, he's got speed booster. He's gonna get up the shaft with 5,000. He's gonna kill that pirate, and he's gonna moonfall down here for a cool 5,000 extra points. So that's 10,000 total, along with whatever points that he got from the pirate kills. Cutie, meanwhile, immediately starting off with a very powerful beam. Now look at this. This is the room that killed Nevdi earlier, but with this beam, he's just killing everything. Nevdi does not get the secret, so SMH my head, it says Nitro and other people in chat, but it's okay. Doesn't get the secret. I think it's worth 1,000, but completely fine. I always forget about that one. And he's probably gonna go ahead and unequip. He's gonna unequip high jump here so he can get that smooth bonus. Nice, and now he's gonna re-equip it, and here we go. Nevdi with the reserve, and at room 64. Oh my gosh, he's in a good spot right now. All right, so Cutie, this is definitely looking like a good run for him, and Nevdi gets that ice beam, so he's got that full any percent beam combo, and oh, he's gonna go out that right. Now, The thing is, if you go up and down doors in a traditional arcade run where you're going for the most room times, or the most rooms, up and down doors are really good. However, you know, I think Nevdi should have taken that up door because honestly, Spore Spawn does not take that long. I don't think Spore Spawn takes that long. Now, down doors, I understand dodging. Now, don't get me wrong. In a regular speed run, first of all, Cutie's gonna have some trouble getting through this, but I think he'll be fine at room 21. In a regular arcade run, you want to take up and down doors because they can give you Croc and Spore Spawn, and that just adds to your timer for free. They don't cost any time. If you go down and you get Croc, that's a long fight. Now that's the problem. You have to go through the whole death animation with Croc. But Spore Spawn, you can take care of it pretty quickly, so I feel like I'd want to have seen, oh my god! I feel like I want to have seen Nevdi go through that up door. Nevdi flying through that room, jumping, and immediately zigzagged and just like boomerang back to the left, barely not hitting that worm, almost getting killed, but he would have survived, but that would have definitely taken out one of Nevdi's reserves. So Cutie, once again, going down this pit, is gonna grab the secret as well as the ammo from this room. Something that you might not do later in the game, but early in this game, it's probably worth it to get that ammunition. There we go. We have Nevdi slogging through this room. Now you can see Nevdi's at room 72, and he's got more time than Cutie right now. All right, another good room for Nevdi. He's gonna grab that secret and head out that right side. Cutie getting a slow room. This room with Ice Beam is a lot less dangerous because you can just go ahead and freeze everything below you. But unfortunately, as well as the bouillons, but yeah, Cutie getting through it just fine. Gets through pretty quickly. Nevdi getting a quick 750 right there for free. We're seeing Cutie cook. All right, so here we go. Oh, Nevdi, this is a rough room. He doesn't have much time. So he's got to go because, yeah, it's heating up. Oh, man. Those hoppers, I was scared. Oh, Kraid? Okay, this is fine for Nevdi. He's got plenty of, he can do the traditional quick kill as well with 4 supers. So this is probably a good room for Nevdi. Now, that previous room that Nevdi was in, sometimes those hoppers will do a big hop, and if they do that, they could jump over you, beam, and kill you. So I was a little bit scared for Nevdi right there because if he got hit in the heated room, he'd be in trouble. Wow! Wow, look at that play by Nevdi. That was some arcade tech right there. He kept Kraid's mouth open, and then he shot a charge beam into it to freeze Kraid in place, and then he did missiles and supers to save and conserve some supers in case he got scammed out of them. So very well played. Okay, Nevdi's just gonna go ahead. He doesn't want the secret. He's gonna go out that right door, but he's cooking. Oh no, the real test has begun. There's no various suit for Nevdi. Fantoon in room 79 is doing 180 damage. 70 times 2 is 140 plus 40 base. 180 damage. Nevdi's gonna pop his reserve if he takes a hit right now. Can he do this? That's not a fast for Nevdi. He wants 1 health. Okay. Oh. Okay. I think what Nevdi should have done is used his reserve. He should have used his reserve a little bit. Oh, Nevdi, be careful. Oh, it's so tempting to grab those healths. Okay, what I think Nevdi should have done, now he's fine. Oh, it's gonna be a slow pattern here. I think Nevdi should have used his reserves to get it above 180 so he gets 2 hits on Fantoon before the reserves pop. But that's a moot point now because he's got max health. He's gonna be fine. He's going to do a charge shot. Okay, that was a little bit dangerous, but it looks like he's in a fine spot. Nevdi's gonna have to make Fantoon go away right away. Okay, I think he should have maybe considered using supers there. Oh, good spot to be in. Okay, now he's gonna use the super. He's gonna pseudo and dodge it. This is obviously very slow, but so far, this has been a damageless fight for Nevdi. Q's gonna get up this room, Coliseum room, but Cutie playing well at room 44 now. And this Enrage is almost over. We're getting very close. A 75% chance of this being a mid pattern for Nevdi. No, the 25% slow, the scam slow that everybody hates. Nevdi's gonna go ahead and do it pseudo here. And Fantoon with the fast reappear once again. Oh, Nevdi gets scammed. Nevdi gets scammed. Oh, the shot goes through. That's the problem. That's the problem with aiming up. I don't think Nevdi wants to unequip his beams. He doesn't want to waste time. but one super and you're good. Okay, so Nevdi gets through the fight and doesn't lose the reserve. So Nevdi's in a really good spot. Honestly, with this Bashros, he's doing so well and he's got so much time. Cutie's gonna show off a little bit here, try to get this this short charge, but doesn't quite get it. And that health refill for Nevdi. So very well played, very well played. All right, so Nevdi getting through the Fire Flea room, just going up along the top. There's things where you can do where you could deboost and stuff, but he doesn't want to mess around. Going through the top is definitely the easiest. And you're on a timer here. You're on a timer. Oh my gosh, you gotta morph. That was so risky. That was so risky, but it paid off. Now the thing is, you have the Sovas coming up from the side and trying to go up to you, so you have to kill them all before they run up to you if you go that way. And the other problem is you have the fireball from the left side, that facehugger guy, the Fune. He's trying to get you at the same time, so you gotta like dodge that as well as take care of the guys below you. So fortunately that worked out well. Cutie freezes those fish real quickly. If you do kill all the fish and you can't get up there normally, you can the top fish actually respawns for you so that you can redo it. It's a little bit of a jank way to do it, but the idea is that this room is put into logic with ice beam specifically. So here we go. We have okay, Nevdi has there's a crab coming on his left, and he took care of it. So the initial crab that you see in the room that Nevdi saw when you come in, that's the crab that is global. He'll run no matter what. He's going to the left, and then so he'll gap skip, circle around, and get you from the bottom. So you got to get ready for him. The other ones don't move until they come onto the camera. All right, Cutie quickly grabbing the 10k points and is now at room 52. He is getting that 2x multiplier. And we have Nevdi going out to the left. So Nevdi at room 90, showing that he is in fact good at this game, and with the proper resources he can get through. Ooh, almost getting hit right there. Make sure he has the spark stored for the next room. Be careful. Oh, this spark is, okay. Do you see the spark that Nevdi had? He had to be careful not to blow the spark and waste time in the heated room where he could potentially die. So 1,000 points for Nevdi to kill those each of these pirates are worth 1,000 each. Gonna take this up door, and you see Nevdi aiming left. That's because if he gets Metroid room 4, he has to be facing left to make sure he kills the Metroid. But here we go, Spore Spawn fight. Nevdi with this beam, I really wish I could see him crouching in the bottom left, and Cutie taking a death. Cutie taking a death at room 57. I didn't see which room killed him, but room 57, that is good for 54 points for Cutie. And Nevdi has to take care of Spore Spawn with one more. Wait, Nevdi, if you stand on the left side, Spore will open his mouth on the left side. He'll be right in front of Nevdi. Be right in front of him. And he took care of him. No problem right there. So well played by Nevdi, but 54 points for Cutie, and that puts Cutie at a cool 182 points. Now it looks like Nevdi is getting trounced, but Nevdi's at room 94. He's gonna be making so many points at this point. All right. 6 minutes left. This very well could be, it absolutely could potentially be the last runs for both of these players. Cutie going ahead and taking care of Bomb Terizo here. Oh god, okay, Nevdi does not want to get hit by anything in here, but Nevdi, man, with the full beam combo, full loadout, and 3 minutes and 40 seconds on the clock, it's looking real good for him. So here we go. It looks like, oh god, Nevdi, please, oh my god, he took the hit, he needed to just start spamming shots to break his momentum up there. Is he gonna go up? I think Nevdi's going up because he wants to get some health along the way up, but he's in a bad spot now. He's gotta get at least 200 health-ish to refill his reserve. I think Nevdi's gonna, any moment that opportunity he gets for a refill, he's gonna take it. He's gonna take it because that's not a good situation to be in. Oh my god. Oh my god. It looks like Cutie got into a situation where he had to take that death, so it was kind of unfortunate, but oh, Nevdi, he's so close. He's not gonna get any crazy heated rooms because the game won't give you like a bunch of heated rooms that you can't get through with only 115 health, but it's just anything that touches them. Oh my gosh, he gets plasma. He gets plasma. This This seed is amazing. This seed is absolutely amazing. I think Nevdi's he's gonna grab all the health that he can, because he just, normally if Nevdi's trying to go really fast, I don't think he's gonna go out of his way to grab some of these healths. But he doesn't want to die. Look, he's being careful. He has speed booster, but he's just being so careful here. Oh, Nevdi, come on. I think he's a little rattled. He might not be playing his game right now, but he's got the speed booster. Is he just trying to wall jump up there? I think he needs to just do the spark on the right side. Okay, he's gonna go ahead. Okay, and he's gonna go get the spark. Oh, I feel like he's bleeding a lot of time in this room, but at the end of it all, this room is worth a lot. He's got 3 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock, and he's not getting the spark. His short charge is kind of breaking at this point, but here we go. He's gonna up spark here, get 3,000 points, goes through the room, and he's at the next breakpoint. He's close to the next breakpoint. Now keep in mind, oh, it's the farm room. It's the farm room. Wait, Nevdi's not gonna farm? I think he forgot. Like, he could have gotten his reserve back there. Oh God, you gotta be careful. Please he's gotta shoot down and make sure, he's gonna lay the power bomb to make sure all these guys die. But I really feel like Nevdi should have maybe considered farming in the previous room to get it. But, Metroid rooms, this is really good. This is really good because the Metroids are gonna give him health. The next Metroid will probably refill his reserve, and no, it doesn't. It doesn't. It only gave him supers. How does that even happen? Okay, this last one, it didn't fill out of his reserve. His reserve isn't maxed out yet. What's his next room? Okay, the pirates. Now, is he gonna take this conservatively? How is he gonna do this? He's gonna first unequip the ice beam because he's going to get the 10,000 points in this room. He's shooting. Give me that big health. Give me that big health, he says. Okay, Nevdi, 9 HP away from filling his reserve. He just needs 1 HP in the reserve to get that free hit on. Is he gonna hop down here and grab the health from this guy? He's totally gonna do that. All right, there we go. Nevdi finally gets his reserve back because right now, room 105, he needs to make this run count. He needs to make this run count. With 2.5 minutes left, Nevdi is likely, this is probably his final run. Meanwhile, if Cutie continue on forward, it's his final run. He's got 3 minutes and 19 seconds left on the clock. Remember, that's more time than you start the game with. You start the game with exactly 3 minutes. Oh, Cutie takes a hit. That's an unfortunate hit right there, but does have the high jump boots. And oh God, Nevdi has to be careful not to spark here. Bad things can happen if you do, but another Metroid room for Nevdi. So this is honestly really good. You get a bunch of points, 2,000 per Metroid, and typically it will refill your health. So Nevdi, oh my God, doesn't want to get hit by that Rinka. Gotta be careful here. Cutie jumping up the top. Oh, watch out, that little guy. Okay, he's not gonna mess with it. These little guys actually do hurt kind of a lot, so you want to be careful. Nevdi's gonna go ahead and get the 750 point kills on these guys, and Cutie is gonna go ahead and missile these dragons. That will one-shot the dragon, and he'll be able to beat the cycles pretty quickly. Now, watch out for that crab. It's okay. Nevdi's gonna lay this power bomb right here. And then he's gonna beam the rest of the crabs on the right to go ahead and get that cleanser. Now, what he really hopes is he gets a power bomb refill. I think he might have gotten one right. No, he got no power bombs back, so only has 1 power bomb. That's okay. 1 minute and 20 seconds left on the clock. Nevdi heading over to the right. There's one more crab he has to deal with. No grapple beam, so there's gonna be no grapple jumping for points here. Ooh, nice. Snipes that last crab up there to get a free 500 point bonus right here. And it's another reserve. But Nevdi already with the reserve, and this was the reserve that he got earlier, so that it won't be available. But even if he did, he's not gonna take the extra reserve. Another power bomb. Nevdi is very well loaded out here. 4 power bombs, looking really good so far. Cutie, what does he have? Cutie does not have a beam, so taking those right doors to see if you can get something cooking up here, because we've seen things with no beams. Oh, Nevdi's gotta be careful. There's crabs coming behind. There's gonna be crabs coming behind. You gotta be careful. You're in a really awkward situation. Nevdi, there's more crabs coming. Closes the gate, okay. Oh, that other crab, you saw him walk along the gate. Now, if he took a hit, he wouldn't have died because he does have the reserve, but it's always a little bit dangerous. Cutie has to get through this room a little bit. Only has just ice, no real beam, and time is ticking. Cutie finally gets that wave beam, so now this run is looking a lot better for him. And Nevdi's gonna go ahead and spark up here for the 5,000 point secret. And we're gonna see, will Nevdi go for the skilled, or is that too risky? Skilled sometimes can get you killed in the previous room. No, he is not going for the skilled. And this is the final moment for both players. Time is up. This is the final run for both players. All right, free 750 for Nevdi. Cutie, oh, good thing he picked that wave beam because this room with just ice can be a little bit shaky, but Cutie doing just fine. Nevdi, you gotta be careful. Oh my gosh, almost got into Nevdi, no! You just gotta lay the power bomb. Lay the power bomb. He was being so fancy. He was trying to he's trying to play loose and carefree. So he wanted to just like pseudo up there, but I think he wanted to play carefree, but like he got nervous or hesitated and he like kind of second guessed himself. Is he going to refill the reserve here? It's something he could consider. He's going to do it. He's going to do it. This is a farming spot. The plasma is running out soon, but it will kill these guys very quickly. So I think this is a good play for Nevdi, given that he has to make this run count. So there you go. He might have plasma for one more room. Let's see it. Cutie has a really good room right now. Okay, he's got plasma for this room, but he went down too quickly. He went down too quickly. I think he's a little frazzled. Did he kill the waiver at the top? So, okay. Nevdi, I think you need to just shoot up from the bottom. He doesn't want to mess with it. Oh, I think he's getting really nervous at this. This is a situation Nevdi knows he needs to make this run count, and I think he's freaking out a little bit. Because what's he gonna, he's gotta go for the Alcatraz. He knows that there is a scree at the top that's coming down at him. So he's just gotta roll to the right. Oh my gosh, that was so dangerous. He killed the scree, stood in the middle to dodge the pebbles, but he's in such a good spot right now. Is he gonna lay this final power bomb? Yes, he lays the final power bomb to go ahead. He's gonna grab the health if he can, but he's bleeding time. He's bleeding time. 1 minute and 31, just not too long ago, he had 3.5 minutes. Okay, this is really good for Nevdi. BT, now it's a subtle point, but it's a little bit unfortunate. Nevdi does not have full missiles. What that means is he's going to get missiles mixed in with his health drop. So I don't think see, there you go. He's not going to get full health off of this thing, and Cutie has to be careful not to die here. He's got to be careful not to die here. Nevdi is going to go ahead. Cutie's in a precarious situation because this room, if you miss some of the jumps, which Cutie did and took a hit, it goes off the rails very quickly. So Nevdi's gonna go ahead and lay a power bomb to kind of progress through this room just a little bit quicker. He's gonna lay a bomb right here, break down this wall, and I think he's gonna go ahead and lay a power bomb for the last 2 bricks. So here we go. Will Nevdi consider, oh my god, that was such a risky jump with the lag. Nevdi could have died to that bug. And Nevdi, he's absolutely gonna farm here, I think, to make sure that he gets his reserve back. So Nevdi back with the reserve, and I think he's just gotta go now because he's now running out of time. 1 minute and 20 seconds. The thing is, once you get past room 100, it's hard to build time. It's extremely hard to build time unless you go extremely quick. Cutie almost dies right there. This is the final run for Cutie. Oh my gosh. He's gotta make sure he gets up there. Cutie has to be very careful on this final jump. He's got 3 HP. He's got 3 HP. If he touches the acid for just a frames, he's gonna die. He's gonna die. So Cutie has to be careful. He's got 8 HP now, so if he touches it for a frame, he might live. But Cutie has to make this count. He's gotta make this count. Oh my gosh, Nevdi with the speedball through that room. Nevdi currently has racked up nearly 200 points. Nearly 200 points. And Cutie is already on room 50. So this is a really close match between both of these players. This run really counts. Cutie gets a reserve. Cutie gets a reserve. Baby skip. This is so good for Cutie because real time at this point doesn't matter. Real time doesn't matter. This, if he nails his baby skip, it's free 10,000 points. And the punishment is nothing. The punishment is he loses 7 health because he doesn't even lose the reserve. Okay, so Nevdi, does he do the wall cleaner here? Does he do the, no, he's just gonna morph and weave down to the bottom. Will Cutie get the baby skip? He's doing a traditional baby skip. Excellent, gets the baby skip. Nothing less expected from one of the best speedrunners of Super Metroid. And so very well played. Nevdi's exiting out that left room. 104 seconds. He's got to make this count. Once again, gets in this room with the shine spark and has to make sure not to blow the shine spark right there. And we have Cutie with the refill. He's gonna take that refill. He's gonna take that refill. It doesn't take that long with the pause scam. Your timer does not run down when you're pausing, so you can kind of save a little bit of time by pausing right there. Now Cutie can missile. He might want to consider missiling 3 missiles on the next guy, but it's a little slow if you don't do that, so it's okay. Cutie does have the speed booster. What he wants to do is do a spark from the right wall to make sure that he kills. Oh my gosh, that guy almost shot him in the face. Nevdi is cooking. Nevdi's cooking. Look at that smooth jump into the hole. He has to now kill this crab up here and this one crab down here. Now is he? No. Okay, so Nevdi is just gonna lay the power bomb. Uses the power bomb to not have to chase that crab instead of using beams. And Nevdi aiming left through the top door. 3 shots to freeze this fish, but you can also just kill it. And Nevdi chooses to kill it, and Cutie finishes off his final beam with that spacer now. So Cutie and Nevdi now both have full beam combo. Cutie's gonna go out this left side. No, okay, so Cutie is gonna go ahead and grab the clipping bonus right here. And Nevdi is gonna pick up this extra super. It's Nevdi's with only 30 seconds left. It's looking, oh, watch out, Nevdi! He's dead! He's dead! I think that's it! Nevdi is done. With 140, getting hit by the viola, took him out. That's it for Nevdi. He didn't have that much time left, so honestly, it's not that big of a deal. I think he could have eked out a few more rooms, but 142 points. 142 rooms puts Nevdi, he gives him a solid 224 points, putting Nevdi at 224. Look at that! Look at the spark by Cutie, one of the few people that can actually do that. Sparking from the bottom. You might be like, why doesn't everyone else do it? Are they stupid? No. Well, maybe Cutie's the only smart one, but that spark is stupid hard, and he pulls it off in this race. But 224 points plus 38 puts Nevdi at 280, 244, 280, 282 points, I think. Oh my gosh, Cutie almost dying. Let me know if 282 is wrong. But I think he got 224 plus whatever he had last time. All right, so Cutie at 64 points. Is my math correct or wrong? Can someone please let me know? 262, all right, 262 points. Is that right? Oh, I totally got that wrong. Cutie with the mother brain. All right, so 262 points. And what that means with Cutie at room 66, he is currently at 72 points. He's at 72 points. 182 plus 72 means 254 points. 254 points. 254 means he's 8 points away, I believe, from tying Nevdi. 9 more rooms to come out victorious here. Oh my gosh, this is actually crazy. Nine more points, which is 5 rooms. Should be 5 rooms, I believe. Because 5 times 2 is 10, and that would get Cutie over. So Cutie, who would have thought that we would have an arcade showdown where Cutie actually needs to do the mother brain fight? He needs to do the mother brain fight. Room 70 ties. If room 70 ties, then what that means is I'm gonna give both of them half a point, and game 3 is make it or break it. I'm gonna force him to do game 3 if that's the case. Oh god, Cutie. The suspense, the Turian music. As all of the viewers watch Cutie do his mother brain fight. If we're watching this, if for everyone that's watching, you may have noticed Cutie, I think he might have had some more E-tanks than this. What ends up happening, what a penalty is if you get to Mother Brain and you don't have enough ammo to beat the first Mother Brain fight, to get through the room and kill Mother Brain, what it does is the game takes away a bunch of your E-tanks to give you missiles to finish out Mother Brain. So in some ways, if you're going for a really good score, an early Mother Brain is potentially, if you can pull it off, is extremely good because you don't have many E-tanks in the first place, and you just get a million missiles for free essentially. So we are in a situation where Cutie lost a bunch of health, but attained a bunch of missiles. What this also means is subsequent Mother Brains, he will have the ammo to take out Mother Brain and won't be getting a penalty. So here we go. Cutie has to break this glass. So you might be wondering, oh, why doesn't he just kill out Mother Brain right here? He has to break the glass, and he has to escape out. That's how stingy the developers were. They gave you literally the bare minimum. So what that means, you might be wondering, why doesn't he shoot any more than that? The damage doesn't carry over, but the state of the glass being fully broken is saved. So, because a bunch of the missiles, when you fight Mother Brain originally, to break the glass initially to expose the brain, those missiles that would have normally just broken the glass now are hitting Mother Brain, right? So that's why you need to break the glass, because the original missiles that exposes the brain, the missiles that you used to waste on that are now available to finish off the Mother Brain 1 fight. So here we go. Cutie gets through, damageless through that room. If you go through the room smoothly, it should be damageless in all cases. And Cutie is a very strong speedrunner, so here we go. We have Mother Brain 2. A first required in Arcade Showdown to take a game. Can he go through it? Mother Brain has multiple patterns. He could shoot the meatball, she could shoot the meatball, she could shoot the onion rings, she could shoot the French fry, and when she gets down to 25% health, or 20, something like that, she starts shooting the ketchup beam. The thing you really need to be careful about is when the meatball falls, it sprays out, it spreads out, and the flames spread out, so you have to jump it. However, Mother Brain can combo you, hit you with that French fry. She could have shot that earlier. She could shoot these onion rings at you the moment you jump, and the devastating combo is when you get 2 of those at once, and you have no options, you can't do it. So, in a lot of the runs, so, oh my god, Cutie just barely dodging the shot right there with the morph-unmorph. But in the any percent run, and some other runs, you typically have a little bit of health, and you sometimes will just face tank certain situations. The other option, Cutie getting to the catch-up phase, is you can land in the center of the bomb explosion, the meatball explosion, and in the any percent, when you have gravity suit, it does 0 damage, but with the various suit, the damage rounds up, and you actually take 1 damage, so you lose the damage list. So in this fight, you need to do a morph-unmorph, you get into a sketchy situation. And Cutie, getting through the Mother Brain fight at room 66, he needs to get to room 70 to tie it up, and 71 to finish off the match. Will Cutie get through the next 5 rooms? He's going to show off the spark into this room. One of the few people that can do it. Does he get the YOLO for this? He shouldn't get the YOLO for that. Remove that, Leorin. Otherwise, he's gonna keep telling me to do that in my runs. Absolutely cracked. Showing off that short charge. That short charge is like so freaking hard because you have no space. Nearly frame perfect taps. And Cutie does have a reserve. He's gonna go ahead and kill this crab right here, and he's gonna lay down 1 more power bomb to kill all the rest of the crabs and get that cleanser bonus. There we go, cleanser. He's gonna pick up that extra power bomb. And now we're at room 68. Has to kill that crab if he wants to go, the Sova if he wants to go out the left side, but doesn't quite get it. So I think it's stuck in the, it's stuck in a loop down there. It's what ends up happening. It's a little bit awkward. That's why you really want to kill the Sova right away if you can. But he's gonna go out the left. Now at room nice 69. Cutie takes care of the Garuda, gets the missiles. We are now tied up. And can Cutie get through one more room? Can he get through one more room? I think he's gonna do it. I think he's gonna do it. Room 70, it's not even the 70 multiplier. He's gonna take his time. 3 minutes left on the clock. I think he's got this. I think he's got this. He's gonna take his sweet time in this room. He's gonna take his sweet time in this room. Cutie believers are shouting at their TV screens right now in joy. Oh, Cutie misses the wall cleaner, but it's okay. These pirates are not gonna be killing him. And that's it. GG. Cutie getting to room 71 to ensure that he has 264 points to come out victorious 2-0 in this arcade showdown. Oh my gosh, Cutie is as cracked as he is jacked. GG, very well played, showing some amazing tech that very few people can do and popping off. I told you all how good this guy was and you guys just didn't believe. All right, both of you, can you pop into my Discord and I will drag you into the arcade chat. Looks like both of you were talking a little bit already, but GG's. Cutie, Nevdi, GG's to both of you. That was really, really fun. That I know Nevdi was miserable game 1, but that game 2 was super hype. I was like popping off on that one. But yeah.
I was sweating. I was like trying to watch, but like you can only watch so much. Especially because like the stream for me, I have to like turn my head a full 90 degrees and look away from my screen. And like during door transitions, that can kill you.
Yep.
I had one, I died like 2 minutes before the end of the time. I got the nothing but points room, right? So I turned to the left immediately, right? And I like bonk the door and I run through, but I have underwater speed. So then I get the crab hallway with the crab on the ceiling from the right side.
Oh.
So I literally just hold left and die immediately. I didn't have enough run room to get enough speed because I went from underwater to underwater.
Yep.
And the previous underwater room didn't have enough room to generate speed.
Yep.
So like it was literally just like you just die there.
Yeah, you get crabbed. It just bonks you on the head.
Yeah.
I think
nothing
if you
can do.
Maybe
if you jump,
if you're like literal god, I think you can bust out supers and aim up and shoot it. I think if you're like super fast.
Maybe I don't know. It basically killed me pretty instantly.
Yeah, it'll pretty much kill you. Yeah.
Because I just couldn't get speed.
Yeah.
Like at all, because it was from a water room, and it was a water room where it's like you're not gonna waste the time to get some run speed through this water room because it was a turnaround one.
Yep.
So it was just really unfortunate, and it was just like I was like, well, thank God that happened to me like now, because I can do another run real quick.
Tactical death.
Yeah.
Nevdi, what were your thoughts? It was funny because I think you kind of knew the situation you were in with the game 2, because I was like, when we were like, oh God, is Nevdi gonna grab the farm? And he's like, yeah, Nevdi's getting the farm. I know you probably wouldn't do that in like if you're just doing a normal run, but I think you knew that this was like your last run and you had to make it count, and you had a lot of time left.
I couldn't really work it out. I don't know. Yeah, I kind of, it was kind of like a weird to adjust to play. I don't think I probably should have got the farm. Maybe I just should have gone. I forgot what to do in that other room as well. But overall, like, rust aside, I'm pretty happy with the way I played, except for the Phantom was probably the most glaring issue for me for the D-Rust. It was like pretty obvious that the boss fights were hard, but all general movement and stuff, I felt pretty good. Until that last seed, when I knew what was on the line, and then I knew that was like, this was all I had left. Like there's no restarting. This was it. So you could see me like fumbling and stuff, and like not getting charges and doing plasma room really slow. So yeah, that was tough. The second game was awesome. First game was really hard. I got some things that I don't think I could have gotten out of.
I think I got pretty lucky in the first game. I got screw attacked like twice. And was able to make like 80+ runs twice, which is just really good.
Yeah,
those are pretty quick.
Yeah. I think the seed was panning out pretty well for you, Cutie, but like I think like Nevdi's The seeds that Nevdi got, he literally the entire 45 minutes, he never got Spacer or Wave a single time. So
Yeah.
I got Wave once, and then I shot the platform. The last run. The last run was the one that I had Wave.
Oh.
The first time I got it.
Yeah, in game one, yeah.
I think I don't really have strats for like I have some missile strats, like the important rooms and everything like that, but I definitely rely on the full beam combo for all my strats. So it's not until I get that a run gets going for me, and that was pretty exposed in this series that I just wasn't really. I didn't get it. I didn't have a way out. So yeah.
Yeah, I know in game one I had one. I think I was like at room like 100 something, and I hit the powerhouse room, but it was ice spacer. So and we had some time left, so I just kind of tried to space jump across it, lost my reserve, had 70, was like maybe a Zebo doesn't kill me and I can deboost and use the iframes here, and just died, because it was kind of like that, tough. Like you're so likely to just die. Like obviously if it's not this format, I'm like trying to, not die in that room, but like without Wave, like just ice spacer, you're just so likely to die in that room anyway. It was just like, why waste the time like trying to get this real quick?
Yeah, exactly. Just like go through, restart, and get more points.
That's why I think reserves are like obviously reserves are super powerful in just like regular time attack, but in stuff like this, I think reserves are just like so insane, because like if you're kind of decked out, you have a reserve, like you don't have to play some rooms like safe, because like you don't, like I got in game one I got Wasteland from the bottom with screw attack, and I just like fearlessly like screw attack them. I got the same thing with Mickey Mouse. I got Mickey Mouse and I'm just screw attacking everything because I have a reserve.
Yep.
And it's like wasting this time is not like worthwhile. It's much better to just screw attack that. Whereas like if it's a general time attack, you're probably playing that a lot more safe, I think.
Yeah, it's like a lot of those runs you'd reset or try and get killed on purpose. Like I think I've had to pea shooter the escape room so many times, like twice maybe in that whole series. It's just so annoying, but you got to get through it because that's how it goes. And I think that being more versed and flexible would help with that, instead of just resetting runs till you get the seed that you want. So that's what I felt here. I think I got unlucky in the first set, but I don't think it would have mattered. I think that there was other stuff that I just got used to in game two, and that's where it looked close in that one. The ones before were a bit of a
game one was like deceptively close, because like I think sometimes I can die early when I just get really silly stuff. Like in game two, I got Red Pirate's metal zoomer room, and without any beams or missiles or whatever, and I just like no clue what to do. I just died. Right? And it was like room 9, and it's like that's just, you get no points. Like that's terrible, right? So like stuff like that, like it can just be really easily for me to get like stuck early, I think sometimes, for just really silly things like that. So like when I lost my run game one right toward the end, I was actually sweating, because like if you get like enough equipment, like you can just play for 150 rooms and then the game's just like over. Like you didn't even need 150, right? Like so I think these end up pretty close at the end, because when the skill level is this high.
It's pretty cool. Like you play the whole through and see what lead you can maintain, and then once that final seed start, that's where
when it really matters.
Matters. I like that format a lot. Changes before that. It was sick that you got a Mother Brain to win that. I think that was pretty poetic. And you've gone on about how you're.
I'm so bad at Mother Brain without a reserve. I'm glad I had a reserve. Space jump helps because you don't have to jump in the lava to get back to the right. You can just space jump across, so you don't have to like risk a turret shot. So like space jump actually really helps there too, I think. Sneaky, really good item to have there, actually.
I don't think I've had it there. Like for the full duration before. It seems like you had it for most of it too, which is
I did, because that last one you kind of just have to take a lava dip otherwise on the way back to refill and stuff. So like the space jump's like sneaky good there, because it just can save you like some potential danger. And then, but the first seed of game 2, I got 86 at room 86. I got GT. And I was feeling really good. I didn't have a reserve. I had like 3 E-tanks, right? And like it was great. I was like, okay, cool. This will just give me some time. Like this is kind of slow, but it's free. It's a super, it's a missile. Kill the boss, damage this, get all right into Mother Brain. Penalty, lose 2.5 E-tanks. Just
no reserve.
No reserve. And I'm like, if I had a reserve, maybe you do this, because like I'm really decked out here. But without a reserve, I don't think. But I don't think you can. It takes so freaking long.
It's a long fight. Yeah. It's
Like-
so, but it's like when you're at the multiplier, it's so hard to say no.
The
right?
multiplier is so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? The multiplier is
That's why
so
I stuck
good.
that Ridley
like,
out. I was like so
and like,
deep. I know
I'm
I
full
didn't even get to
beam
50.
combo. I'm full beam combo. I think I had like 6 or 8 power bombs too. So like my only ammo that was bad were my missiles and supers, right? Like I was like really good on power bombs, I think. So like I was like set to make a run if I get a reserve.
Yep.
And then what was it? I messed up. I got the grapple tutorial room with the funes, and I took a hit down to 29
Mm-hmm.
and get
saw that.
gauntlet. And I think I survived gauntlet with like
you had 3 HP.
I survived gauntlet with like 8 into the green Bryn reserve
Yep.
on that last one.
Yep.
That was crazy.
I was gonna say, because that happened at the very end for you. For Nevdi, it was kind of tragic. I mean, obviously, you know, he didn't get the beams and stuff, but there were he got 2 situations, Fantoon 47, and it was like a 4 missile fight, and he's like, I'm almost at the multiplier, right? So he was like, I'm gonna do it, right? And then he got Ridley at 48. So he was almost at the multiplier.
I did see that.
Yeah, and he didn't have
Yeah.
wave, so it was wave, no high jump. And Ridley got him because he tried to do a spin break above the door, but it didn't trigger the turnaround.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then he
I
got
I should have
so-
gone in the lava there. But
Yeah, like
Greedy.
that's
That's hard
the-
though. Yeah.
That's the hard thing, I think. I think the way I would look at like a situation like that. I mean, he has Varia, so I think I probably try to do that Fantoon too. But like if I'm at 48, no Varia, like 4 missile Fantoon, I'm probably just
Yeah.
gonna be like,
I
I don't want to
probably
like,
should.
I don't want to
Set.
waste with Varia. You're gonna win that fight 9 times out of 10.
Mm.
But like if it's like a 50-50 fight, it's like, do I really want to sit here and waste 2 minutes trying to win this 50-50 fight or whatever?
Yeah. It's hard to
Just
say.
to lose,
Yeah.
just to like potentially lose it at the end. Whereas like if I'm resetting, I can at least for sure like guarantee I'm going to be able to continue getting some sort of points. Realistically,
I think for me it was kind of I think I should have been able to do that. I looked at it, I'm like, oh, this is annoying, but it's like I should get through it.
Yeah.
And it's going to be better than the 47. So it wasn't in a 50-50. I probably wouldn't, but in that case, I just
with Varia,
pretty bad that I didn't
with
press down
Varia,
or something on Fantoon. So
with Varia, I
got
think
whacked.
it's like really easy to let's just fight Fantoon, should be free.
Yeah.
Varia just like it's really
I
funny.
know
how
I would have been so comfy with Varia in that last
I
one
was
because those
praying
hell
you
runs.
didn't-
are
I was like
so
praying,
bad.
like part of me was like, I'm praying he gets Varia and Ridley, or never finds it.
yeah,
And then
that's
gets
it,
heated
that's
rooms.
it.
Because like I'm like trying to look out of
Yeah.
the corner of my eye, and it's like that's like how you win for me. I think is you either like get Varia then Ridley once your plasma beam runs out, or you just like hit a bunch of heated rooms or something.
Yeah.
And then just make.
And I did get the
mistakes.
heated room. I could have done it, but I spent a lot of time farming. I was stuffing around in plasma, so like that last one was good, but it probably should have been a bit better, and that's what I would need to do to win. So I
Yeah,
think I'm pretty okay
Varia
with
is that. Varia is that weird item. I think when you're trying to get to 100, like first for your PB or whatever, you never want to see it, and then like. Now it's like I'm at like room 60 or whatever. I have full beam combo, high jump, speed booster. I'm like, let's go right for Varia.
You just want
like,
all the things.
I just want Varia
sure.
because like you're gonna realistically
get
get it
it?
at some point, and it gives you like an extra hit, especially in something like this. Like yeah, getting Ridley like completely sucks, but like the defense you get from Varia is also really sick, and you don't have to play as safe. So like I don't know.
All right, I'm gonna go have some lunch, but I can see Eddie's master plan trying to get me back into Super Metroid. I've kind of got the itch again, so I might be playing. Can't believe you've done this to me. I played
still
around it
got-
this morning actually too. Lost
There
the
you
kip
go.
of smelling, but that was.
I
feel
still
bad,
got
so now I have
a
to.
lot of
I've just been
DLC
smashed
content.
today. Oh, okay.
Yep.
You're not
I-
back yet.
Yep. Oh no, not even close. I still got a lot of stuff to do.
Eddie's succeeded here, just playing all along. But GGQ, you're always fun racing you. One day I'll beat you. GG, it's fun.
GG.
What are you gonna? What's the plan, Eddie? Do you want to tell us what? Are we doing more of these? Are you gonna keep running showdowns on the weekend? Like, what's the?
Hey,
This is pretty fun. I like this format. So
well, good. I've been trying to ping you about playing and stuff again, but yeah.
the first time he pinged me, I played. So
yeah, it was a lot. I did a lot of casual ones before this, so I wanted to kind of circle back and get you back in here, Nevdi, and then Cutie I never got to have him play, so it was good that both of you got to play against each other. So yeah, that's pretty much it. But yeah, I want to keep doing this if possible because I think the people I think you all like watching this, right? So I think this one was really good. The game 2 especially was just like that was a lot of fun to watch it because it was close.
And not believe so. I don't know if you saw Nevdi, but in game 2, like right toward the end, I got X-ray room from like the vanilla side on your way to X-ray, like all that stuff.
Yeah,
I saw that. I took a spike hit, and I'm like, I don't know how much these waivers do, and I'm really not comfortable like just reacting and taking a spike hit because I've never done it before. So I like cannot.
You got it pretty quickly too.
I know.
Yeah,
I cannot believe I clutched that.
That was actually crazy.
Easy. Yeah.
That was crazy. But yeah, I mean, Cutie, Nevdi, and Nevdi, you kind of said your thing, but I mean, I'm definitely gonna do more of these. Any last words that you guys have to say before I get out of here?
This was very fun. Nevdi's quite the nice individual. I actually do agree. This was fun. Thanks for hosting it. You know, hopefully it gets more people to do them. I like this format. Because I feel like even if you get kind of unlucky early in like the higher level matches, you're still kind of not out of it.
Yeah.
You know, a run of 200, I mean, 200 is, you know, a once in a while run, but like, you know, a run of 150, 200 can put you back into it like super quick. So I think you're never completely out of it. Once you like the higher up the level you go with this. So like maybe for lower levels, you tweak the points to like start to give you, and then so that no one's really ever out of it. I think that'd be really sick. I really like this format.
Yeah, that's good. All right. Anything else? You guys good?
Thanks, Eddie.
No, I'm good.
Fun time.
Thanks,
See you
Eddie.
next time.
All right.